think it's going to probably work. Yes, yes, yes. So, all right. So we are starting our live session. Let's confirm it with our friends over here so if they can see the live session is coming up. If it's confirmed, then I think we should get started. I think it's coming up.
Yeah,
I'm
All
I
still
right.
see the link,
refreshing.
but not as
It,
in. There we go. Now we go.
all right. We are live. We're live, everybody. First of all, I want to say welcome to this hot seat session. Now, for someone who's brand new, what is this? This is a basically a skill testing live with our members, free members, whatever member when you call it. You are a member when you join our Discord. So what's Discord? Discord is a community where all of our friends are together. We work with each other. We check your resume. We learn from you. You learn from us. And it's a community of IT professionals who either want to get into IT or who are already in IT, and everybody's just helping them regardless of what title they hold. This is just one big community. Now, what is this? What we're doing today? This is the fourth round. We also have our first, our who is like the master of hot seat now is Abdul. He's already in this session with us, and he's wearing a suit today. So he's like the man right here. So today is the fourth time we're doing this, and today we're changing the hot seater, which is Haifa. She took the challenge in the Discord community. Hey, I want to be on the high seat. I'm like, yeah, fine, let's just do it right now. So if you guys want to be on this and you guys want to test yourself, then come on in. It's available to you guys as free stuff. Why should you do that, by the way? Let's just quickly, I want to give you that. Why should you do that? You should really do this because you will test your confidence level. You will see that if somebody asks me a question in an interview, can I do it? And this is not just for you to be better at interview, of course. This is a skills testing, right? So this is exactly what you will do when you land a job. So if you feel like you're watching all these videos, all these hot seat videos, and you're like, wow, I don't know a lot of these things, then it's good for you to learn these things because your stress level will go down. That's what makes you a better IT professional, what makes you a comfortable IT professional. It's not that you are some kind of master. That's not how it is. None of us are over here. We know our own things in our own areas. That's it. We don't know anything outside out of this. So nobody is a master over here. The only thing that makes us happy is when we become confident in basic stuff. And basic stuff is something, if you know basics, you know basics. That's it. The rest of the stuff you just need to learn it on the job and from other people. But if you learn it, that's great. So we have some guests out here too. I want to introduce them. We got like KevTech, he's a first for our first person we start collaborating. So because of him, a lot of people enjoy his content and the way we work together. Then we have Steven, we have Kevin Diaz, we have a lot of different people right here. We have Haifa, she's also like a member who she's always heavily involved. And then we have Abdul and other people who are joining in right now. Forgive me if I didn't pronounce your name. And Raj is definitely the one that is we call him professor of our computer science, basically. So he's here. So now what we'll do is we're gonna get started, and we'll tell Haifa to go ahead and share your screen with us, Haifa, and then we'll just jump in to the questions and the things like that. So I asked the panel, all of our panel people right here, that Steven, Kev, anybody, you guys are free to basically ask questions from this, from Haifa. Now you can see the screen is a little blurry. So how do we fix this? Go ahead, Haifa, click on settings in the middle, right there on the top. Click on settings, and make it to 90%. Yeah, just do that 90% right there. And no, go ahead and click on that one too, like the middle one, scaling 100%, and fast. There you go. So the screen should clear up now, right now. There you go. It seems to be good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first of all, Haifa, the scenario is like this. And of course, this is how we all start. We believe that you brought us your resume, and your resume basically says a lot about you, that you know about ticketing, you know about Office 365, you know about this, that. So my assumption is that I'm going to hire you to think that you do know what you're talking about, right? So, and that's the expectation that everybody should, like if you're going out of Job Skills Share or KevTech channel or this community, then our expectation is not that you're going to go out there and learn on the job. That's not our thing, right? Because we want to be different. We want to be telling people that, yeah, that's one way to learn, but that's not the right way. You need to learn these skills ahead of the time, so then you are better and less, you'll take less stress in this job. That's the main goal out here.
Better equipped for the job.
Better equipped for the job. There you go. So you're already prepared. So this is where my expectation is. So now you're sitting on this hot seat, and I'm going to give you a kind of like a little setup, because a lot of people have to give you something, right, when you start the job. And we're kind of preparing you for the worst here, right? They're going to give you everything, by the way. And normally, if people are brand new, this is not how it's done. They're going to give you everything. I hope so. That's why, that's the better IT professional, the better management should do that. And that's how they do it. Don't worry about it if you see something that's more than that, right? So what I want you to do is this, that we are a company, we hired you, and you are going to basically help your staff members. And basically, you already know, I'm going to say, hey, I'm a CEO of this company. I really don't know about IT stuff, but hey, we got this domain controller stuff running, and our IT person just ran away yesterday. And you're the you're the new kind of like a help desk and sysadmin at the same time, right? So I'm going to give you domain controller access. You have the domain controller access. The only thing I know is to add you in the system. That's the only thing he showed me. And now I know how to do that. So I gave you the rights. Your name is help desk, and your rights are domain admin. Okay. So rest, I gave you a machine. This is your machine, the help desk machine. That's the staff machine. And our staff are, they're also using home machines to basically work with us. So now the first thing is that if I'm taking you in this interview and I want to basically test your skills, and in this case I already hired you, but now I'm going to test you basically in a way that I have a but the thing is this, that I'm a CEO and I don't have time to really go and mess around with people with small things. You need to be taking care of that stuff. So I really need to be testing you for at least a week or two to know what can you do in this company, right? So to know your stuff. And this is where I'm going to ask you, Haifa, how do you first verify that which machine, sorry, how do you verify that we have a domain controller running in that server? Would you like to show that to me? What kind of domain controller it is, what server it is, and what is the domain name over here? What's that? So let's go ahead and figure that out. So right click on this machine and click on desktop. There you go. And on the bottom, you got this little send key on the sorry, left side. Yeah, so you're gonna click on send, and there you go. So the password I already gave you, that's the same password. And Abdul, you can also help her, okay? If she gets stuck with a definitely. Now remember, Haifa, you do have help in here. Abdul and Raj, these are like your hidden angels, right? So you're just gonna call them, and they're gonna start helping. Okay, so go ahead and show us. How would you first tell me what machine is this? What server is this?
Windows Server 2019.
Where did you figure that out?
Data center evaluation right here.
Okay, what if it's not there? What if that text is not there? How would you verify?
System. Sorry, who am I?
Try whom am I? You say whom am I? Would you like to try that?
Oh wait, no. I would right click on start and go to system. Does it say it here? Wait 1 second. I can't remember. No. Yeah, right here. Addition.
Okay. All right. It's a little shaky, but good. Great. Is there any other way?
Yes. Go to CMD.
Good job.
And then type in WinVer.
Oh, awesome. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So how do you know that this is a domain controller?
Also in CMD, type in who am I? I'm confused as to whether I should do FQDN or just who am I? Can I try both?
You got your help. Does that verify that this is a domain controller?
No.
How do you verify that?
Where'd my help at? Oh wait, if it's a domain controller, just go to the start menu and see the server manager.
Okay, that's one way. Great. Would you like to show us?
So I have server manager here.
Okay. where does it verify that this is a domain controller?
Well, it makes it a domain controller if it has Active Directory in it, right? Okay.
So you can't put Active Directory users and computers on a normal server?
Oh, you can. Can I get some help?
Sure.
In the top, the computer is desktop name domain controller -DC2.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
That's the only
Are you sure?
way?
What does that have to do with this machine inside? Like, so that's an application that we built. We can call it anything. I can change it right now.
When we say Active Directory, do we normally say the whole thing? What's the abbreviation we say for that?
AD?
Okay, so where do you see that on your screen?
So you want her to open Active Directory on the machine through tools? ADDS.
Okay. Does that give you something? So when you were installing the domain controller anywhere, you were installing what? Active Directory domain what? So let me ask you a question. If you have a normal server, would that option show in there if it's a domain controller?
No.
No, right? So your answer is right there. But there are better ways. You guys can search that next time. It will tell you exactly which one is a primary domain controller, which one is a secondary domain controller. All that stuff will be there in the command. So that's a good point for you guys. So if somebody say, how do you find if this is a domain controller or not? One is right in front of your screen. Second is that you guys can run some commands. So that's something for you to find out. Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So now, what's the name of our domain controller?
DC2?
Okay, that's a server name. What's the name of our domain? What is the name of our Active Directory domain, basically?
Oh, jobskillshare.org. I don't know if you say the CEC before, because the one that I made was just a something.com.
A good point. So if somebody, let's say if somebody go to jobskillshare.org, and let's say this was a link, cec.jobskillshare.org, what is that? So let's say, forget about this whole server. Let's say you go to the web browser and you type cec.jobskillshare.org and something comes up, some page comes up. What is that? Like, what's that link? What is that?
I don't think I understand your question. You mean like the website?
Yes. So let's say I go to jobskillshare.org. First of all, what is that? Is that a website? What's that? It's a domain. Okay. So if I say cec.jobskillshare.org, what is that?
A path?
A what?
Path?
Okay.
Is it a subdomain?
Subdomain.
Yes, but Raj, you're gonna have to say, do you need help?
I do need help.
All right.
Okay. Sorry, bro.
All right.
You're
So
fine, Raj.
because we want to tell other people to make sure that this is only done when you need help. So then people are going to remember this pretty nicely that she got stuck over there, right? So if in IT, just these are tips right here for you guys. If in IT you don't know what is a subdomain, what is a full domain or a root domain, then you're in trouble. Why? Because that is extreme basics. Does it make sense? So it's not just about servers right here, right? It's not just about adding computers to a domain. It's about somebody calling you, hey, we're having some issue. So the person will say, okay, you're having an issue with what? JobskillShare is working. Oh no, we're having an issue with the career.jobskillshare.org. That's the the person is going to go in, okay, let me look into that. That's a different site in our IIS or whatever, right? So you as a technical person, even if you're level 1, you need to know this stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't know this stuff, then you're going to go back and learn about the basics of how domain, subdomain, root level domain, how does that work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's good. So where would you verify, let's say, for example, let's say, okay, you know what, you have the access, great job. You just went around the server, you know how to do things in the server. You know what, we have this one user, Monica. Okay, Monica came back again, guys. So we got this one user, Monica, and she's our main user. She's calling us for different things. Can you make sure that she's in Active Directory? Can you verify? Can you work with her to make sure that she's in Active Directory correctly, and just make sure that you know your Active Directory stuff. So if I tell you that, and I say right in front of you, like there's a screen, how would you tell me? Yeah, let me figure this out. Where's the Active Directory? Where would you open stuff?
So I would go to Tools, Active Directory, Users and Computers.
Okay.
And then I'd go to Users. And then locate Monica.
Okay, good job. So if it was, let's say we did this multiple times, if it was 2,000 people in there, how would you locate Monica?
There's a search button. I can't remember where it is. Hold on. Oh, it's this one. This one.
Okay, good job. So how would you locate her?
Because I know. Oh, yeah. Fine now. And there she is.
So, okay, now what I would like you to do is, don't close it. Go back to that. Go back to
The
search.
search?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, we also created a machine for Monica. And how would you search that machine?
So I would.
Let's assume Monica 1W10.
1W10.
Uh-huh.
And then I would change it to computers.
Okay. And you will do what?
And change it to that domain, to our domain, and then find now.
Okay, so well, she's not there. I just made up that number, so
Okay.
That's good. That's how you should do it. Okay, great, good job. So okay, first you know how to do this stuff and everything. Now, basically, because I say, hey, you know what, Haifa, the thing is this, I know I'm gonna give you this access to a domain controller and all that kind of stuff. You can come back and do your stuff over here, but please don't use this server. This is our main server. I gave you a help desk machine, so please try to use that machine. So now you were told to not use this server that much. You could come back and fix your stuff in there for your troubleshooting. But I told you to use your help desk machine now. So let's go back to your help desk machine and log into the help desk account. I think it's already logged into the help desk account. Yeah. So let's go ahead and right click. And now I want you to search Monica again from your machine, because I really want you to make sure you know what you're doing on your machine.
Sorry, this is the wrong one.
Okay.
I'm going to find RSAT tools.
Okay.
Oh, is it not downloaded?
Well, that's something you need to figure out, right?
Okay, so it's not downloaded. I'm going to go to, hold on, give me 1 second. We're going to go to.
So how do you verify if RSAT tool is installed or not? I mean, that would be the first question, right?
Well, I typed it in and nothing came up in the search.
Are you sure? How do you search? It should come under what? Like when we install RSAT tools, where does it come under?
Services.
Wow.
No, it's not services. Apps and features. Is it apps?
Okay, good. So at least you want to verify it from where it came from, right?
Right. Oh, sorry. I go to settings, apps and features, optional features, and then oh, it is here. It's right here.
So what did you verify?
That is it is installed on the.
It's installed. Okay, so now I want you to go ahead and deal with Monica. She's having some issues, and how do you figure that out? First of all, I want you to search Monica from your machine. Let's make it easy. How do you do that?
Well, I need to open Active Directory.
Okay, good job.
I feel like you hit it. So, because I can't find it in here, unless I'm missing it. Oh, Server Manager, that's right. Oh, is this the actual Server Manager and not the lightweight?
And the CEO sometimes like they like, you know, they drink like this too.
Wait.
All right. Okay, here's the thing. What's the issue, guys? Can somebody point not a technical issue? Can somebody point a different issue? What's going on over here? Let's ask other people who can probably
Help?
pick. Well, help is there, but what are you doing that I wouldn't like to see? What's the skill that you're not utilizing over here? You're not utilizing a skill over here, and there's a big one. A big one.
Search.
A big one. Let me ask you this question. How many times did you open Active Directory?
A lot.
And how many times did you close it?
On this computer?
On this computer, yes.
This is the first time I'm opening this computer.
You open this computer and you open Active Directory like 3 times and you close it almost 3 times. So what are you doing?
Now?
What are you doing over here? You're doing a big mistake right here. You opened it 3 times and you close it 3 times.
Oh, I didn't pin it.
What's that?
Is that what you're saying? I didn't pin it to the taskbar?
Open it again one more time.
Oh, I didn't read the...
Exactly, right? So you opened it almost 3-4 times and you close it again so quick that you're not looking at the errors, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the biggest one right there. So if anybody's watching, remember, because these skill testings are for people to learn something out of it, not just, hey, great, you can do this, right? It's not about that. Definitely, you gotta wait what's going on here. So cancel this, cancel the top one. You saw this came up, right? So look on the desktop. You open the same thing on the desktop 3 times. So cancel this again, cancel this whole thing again. Open the one on the desktop. Is that the same thing, right? What does it say?
This is Active Directory Domains and Trusts.
Yeah, it's different thing right there, right?
Then users and yeah.
Yeah, but you were not reading this, right?
You're right.
So what should you do now?
Close out. And try to find Active Directory.
And remember, guys, this is the first tool that everybody would like you to know. Why? Because you're the IT person. You're the person who needs to reset. Unless you are in the Steven situation where he knows everything while they're not giving him access, which we're praying to God that he gets some access in his company.
Amen, bro, to that. Man, oh man.
All right, fine. Did you find something, Haifa? I mean, you can always use your help. I mean, you don't have to take that kind of stress. You do have help, right?
I found this one, but I already tried to open this one.
Everybody's like, Haifa.
Can I get some help? I feel like it's
wow.
hidden.
Your people are bailing out on you as well. They're
I
not
know,
even
right?
helping you.
Can you open the prompt that gives you the error again, and let's read it out loud.
Okay. To manage users and groups on this computer, use local users and groups. To manage users, groups, and computers in a domain, log on as a user with domain administration rights. So I'm
Don't exit out. So what do you think about that? Can you tell us what did you get from this prompt?
I
Yes,
assume that
Errol, it's live. Yes, it's live. It is live.
I assume that I would have to, I'm logged in as the incorrect, as maybe the local admin and not the one on the domain.
So you learn something from your trainings. How do you verify things if it's really the case?
Who am I, SQDN?
Want to give that a try?
So I'm going to go to CMD. I'm going to do who am I space /FQDN.
Sorry, what's the question here? I'm lost.
Did you just join in, Sandra?
Yes, I just saw the online now.
So she's doing a skill. She's in the test, and she has to open Active Directory user and management from her help desk machine. And because it says that this machine or a profile, we don't even know yet, is not a part of a domain. It does tell you right there, right? So you got to use your skills to find that out. The first mistake was she was just opening, closing, right? So she was not focusing on the error. So the biggest one for a lot of people, the check mark right there.
Yeah.
I'm always going to open and I'm going to hold on and I'm going to read what it says and then I'm going to proceed. So imagine we just spent like almost 5 minutes. This could have been done in 1 minute, right? So this is how you learn. You get more confident like that, right? So now I'm sure Haifa will never forget this, right? So here's the thing. You figured it out.
Okay, thank you.
You figured it out. So how do you fix this?
Well, I can go back to the domain controller and add the computer and user.
Yes.
Is it not on the domain, by the way?
How
do you know this is not on the domain?
Or maybe I'm not logged into, because it says unable to get fully qualified
correct.
distinguished name.
That's a user. That's saying the user. It has nothing to do with domain.
Is not a domain user.
Yeah, I mean, you could log in on a domain machine on as a local user. It's going to give you the same error. It's not going to say that this machine is not a part of domain. Does it say that?
No. You can I say? Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
If it is part of, this is not part of domain, as you said that, so that's why we are getting unable to get the fully qualified domain name. So the first, as Haifa said that we have to join it to domain and then log in as administrator, log in as an administrator and then go to Active Directory user or computer. And then verify.
So you would use this error to verify that this machine is not on domain. Is that what you're like saying?
If it is not part of domain, we can join it. We can go.
No. What I'm asking you is this: if this machine is on the domain, and I log in as a local user, do you think it's going to give you a different error?
Hey, but just like try who am I by itself without putting the fully qualified domain on to see who you logged in as. There you go.
Yeah, I agree with Stephen.
What does that tell you right there?
Help desk admin. It doesn't say the.
So make sure you guys remember this error. We'll come back to it later on. I'll show you something.
And what's the name of the actual machine you're logged into?
Help desk.
So now go ahead and bring up and see if it's actually on the domain or not. Go to properties and see what you got there. Let's check and see if this is a member of the domain.
I have a question. Couldn't I just literally right click on network, open the settings?
Why just go to this PC? Go to this PC and
wait, hold on. And then go to properties and then just see if it's on the change adapter options. It's going to tell me if it's
why do that?
Yeah, why do that? Why you go to network?
Always take the least steps possible.
You're diving down.
Any help or not?
Because that's the way I thought of.
It's not going to tell you if it's.
Just tells you you're connected to the DNS server, but that doesn't mean you're.
Oh,
you went to a totally different route. This is like if I ask you what's the IP or what's the DNS, that would be an answer, right? But is it a part of domain or not?
Look at the command prompt.
Just go to this PC.
Right click on and go to properties. This PC. I'll bring that back up.
Yeah. Over there, it will show the domain name, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's your answer right there.
You guys, I forgot all about this. Oh my God. I did this 2 days ago and I completely forgot about this. Okay.
I like that, which you forgot, right?
I did this 2 days ago.
Okay. So how do you add this to a domain? How do you fix this stuff?
I'm going to change the settings.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to hit change down here.
Okay.
And then member of domain. Oh, I forgot the domain name.
What's a work group anyway? What's a domain?
A work group is not connected to the domain. So
What else is it?
So what it's not, but what is it?
Yeah, what is it though?
is it like a standalone? Is that how you would think of it?
Yes, that's correct. I think.
Standalone what?
Standalone computer, like not connected to a network. Not like network as in like internet, but like network as in like domain or like other.
You can have multiple work group computers connected within a network.
Yeah, I know you can connect them within a network, but
Yeah.
like they're not going to be, they're not a part of the domain.
So when you say that, you mean it's not being managed or unmanaged?
Yes, it's unmanaged.
Yeah, that would be simple answer.
Yes.
All right, so how do you fix this? Let's see. Oh, she got the prompt.
And now I'm gonna see if Donis did his magic on the back end here. In a couple seconds.
Is it the same?
Yeah, same password. Yeah. Okay, so hold on before you enter this password. Is this administrator? Is this a local administrator or this is a domain administrator?
Domain.
And how did you figure that out?
Enter the name and password of an account with permission to join the domain.
Right. So this prompt that basically you got this prompt right there represent that, right? It got connected to that domain. It's asking for that permission now, right? Just keep that in mind. Okay.
Oh, you didn't do anything funny. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're gonna
So you must restart this machine. Go ahead and restart this machine. And while you do that, let's go ahead and hold on. Give me 1 second. While you do that, I'm gonna open up this guy right here. So I want you to go back to the machines and now open staff 1W10. So go back to the machines and open staff 1W10. All right, so now show us, is this machine a part of a domain or not? So use the same flow from CMD. Start with the CMD first. And then take us to how would you verify this? So
who am I?
Is this a part of a domain or not? So hold on, you did something else after this, right? So how did you, there was another command that you used. So
who am I? /SQDN. Unable to get.
And now you got a clear answer right there that this is not a part of a domain. Is this machine a part of a domain? So Sandra, is this machine a part of a domain?
Sorry, I was ready. Okay, unable to get.
I mean, from your last answer, yes. That machine is not a part of a domain because of this error, right?
Yeah. So I think I was wrong. Yeah. I forgot that I can, I can check on the check by, going on
yes,
PC
you can
properties.
check it.
I can go there too. I
you can check it.
That. Yeah.
You can check it, but you were too sure about this. Decision was made that this error is saying that it's not a part of a qualified domain, but you guys are missing. It says this is the user account.
I think
and that has nothing to do with the machine right now, right?
So that's why I was thinking. That's why I was thinking about that because like you could just be logged in as a local user. I actually have another command. Can you open up PowerShell? I want to show you still something new.
PowerShell.
It's going to be something. Yeah, there it is. type one that starts up because it's slow.
Yeah, it's gonna take time. There you go.
Get dash.
Guest?
Yeah, just
Yep.
type
Get
GET.
dash.
No,
Wait, I'll write it
get,
in the chat
get.
actually. I'll write it in the chat. It's gonna be.
I can't hear when both of you talk. Sorry, what did you say, Kevin?
I put it in the chat. It's easier.
Oh, okay, 1 second. Oh, get. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
get.
really couldn't hear. No.
You have to type it.
If you wanna put this as a copy paste, and on the bottom you see this clipboard, like this clipboard. No, in the middle, right there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, just go there and then type set clipboard. Just go to the set and just right click. Right, no, you gotta put that in there. You gotta put that text in there.
Oh, okay.
And now do the set. And now do the right click and paste.
And then the other thing, you can also tab complete with PowerShell.
Oh, it
so
doesn't
you
work?
can type. You can start typing get.
Hold on.
Get dash. No, get. Remember what we did?
Yeah, you can just type
Remember
get
what
and
it
then
is?
do the tab.
No, I get. Yeah, get.
Dash.
Mhm.
Get. What did I say? I said, oh yeah, get dash WMI.
WMI.
Tab. Hit tab.
Hold on.
Tab key.
I am hitting tab.
Oh, I guess it doesn't send it over.
No, it's not.
Oh, there it is. It's just slow.
Oh, it
And
is.
then-
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. So then space. Nope, that was it.
Oh, space.
Dash class.
Dash
Like it.
class.
Yeah. Space.
Mhm.
Win32
Mhm.
underscore computer system.
Good job.
All right, press enter. You're gonna get a ton of information. Or in this case,
Okay.
not that much. So normally you would be able, if it was part of the domain, you would be able to see part of domain here, and it would give you information pertaining to that, and you would be able to, and it would say yes or true or false whether if it was.
So is this a part of domain Haifa?
Wait, I have a question. Well, it says
actually-
domain at the top, but so I'm trying to understand from Kevin. If it was part of the domain, it would say something different over here.
There's a actually I know what's going on.
Let me fix it.
Press the up
Yeah.
button.
Okay.
Up button. That's the up on the camera.
Yeah.
Dot part of domain.
Huh?
Dot part of domain. Nothing.
Is that
That
the
works.
correct?
Okay. So
Did I
that is
type it
correct.
incorrectly?
maybe this will
Yeah, you did.
maybe this will confuse them out. So here's the thing. Based on that information that's given to you in the first command, does this machine represent anything to you? I mean, if it was, let's say, normal machine, workgroup machine, do you really think you're going to get CEC?
No.
Okay, now here's the thing. Now this is getting, for someone brand new, this is going to get too advanced for them. How would you verify?
Yeah, no.
Basics.
If what we literally just did to check if it's on the domain.
Okay, check it out. So you did that
So I'm gonna
command. So
close out of.
we verified
PowerShell.
that this command is not useful to check if a machine is on a domain or not. I like Kevin's command because it does give you an answer right there. You just
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a bit too long to memorize if you're not used to it. Also, I
Yeah.
just remember what it was. It has to be surrounded by parentheses. That's why.
so now tell me if this machine is on a domain or not.
It is part of a domain.
It is
Wait,
part
so
of
probably the user is not on Active
Ah.
Directory. Thanks,
Oh,
then.
okay. So what's happening over here? Tell me what's happening. Like you.
So it's literally the help desk one is the other, like the other scenario. So the computer is not on the domain, but the help desk.
So Monica came to you. Monica is like, okay, guys, fix it. I'm waiting here for you to give me my machine.
Which
so you wanna
computer is Monica using?
this one, staff 1
This
W10.
one?
Yep.
Okay.
How would you fix
So-
it for Monica?
I have to add her into Active Directory. Or sorry, wait.
Someone say, why go through all of this? Well, this is how you do IT. You got to learn different ways. And when someone is brand new, you got to learn extreme basics, and you just need to know this stuff. That's why we are doing this, to know the basics.
Can I suggest something, Haifa?
Yes, please.
Can you go to the start menu and see what the user is that is logged in?
Didn't we get that from Who Am I on CMD?
Yeah, so what I think is, since this is a local admin and Danish is asking to get Monica on this, so how would we put Monica's account onto this computer outside of the admin account?
I would log off and then log in as Monica if she has an account.
We did
out of
see
the
her in
admin
Active
account.
Directory.
Huh? Yeah, we did
did
see her in
see
Active
her.
Directory. You're right.
So that's what I would do to get Monica's account on this machine. And she's a domain user, unlike this local admin account.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're gonna restart it?
I don't know if this is different, but I'm right clicking and it's not. Shut down, sorry. There it is.
Okay. Pressure,
up.
right? Pressure.
Pressure. I can't do any of this. I'm honestly not this stupid, but like, I feel like I can. I think a few people on here can vouch that I'm not this stupid, but like you guys are
No,
like,
you're
I don't
not,
even
you're
know
not.
how many
I
people.
don't think you are. This has nothing to do with that. It's more of like, you see
It's
how.
just so much pressure. Like it's
see-
like when somebody in a group
Now
of
imagine
20 people asks
you
you
go
what
and
your
do
name
this
is.
in a real environment.
Yeah.
This is extreme, and you have to do multiple things in a real environment, right? So that's
No.
good.
You know, Donis, you remember the other night we were talking about that fully qualified domain name or
Domain
distinguished
name.
name?
Mhm.
It's kind of
Yeah.
interesting that it's a distinguished name tonight. You know it, Kevin.
It does. It doesn't. This one it
No,
does say that.
it's very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what is it? Is it distinguished or is it qualified domain name?
I mean, I'm still gonna call it qualified domain because we're
It
so
can be
used
either.
to. Yeah, it
I
can be
guess.
either. That's what we find out that day, right? That you can use.
Yeah, it's very
the
interesting
same.
that it actually said that word there.
But
you know.
to be honest, I was not using this command for years.
Yeah.
I figured it out when I started doing training. I'm like, I should be putting more commands in there, right? So, okay. So, all right, Haifa, let's fix this machine. So you need to log in. To go ahead and go back to this machine again, connect to it.
Which one?
The same machine, just go back and reconnect to it.
It was this one, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to come back up. So just click on connect on the left side. It should come back in a second. There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right, so go ahead and fix that issue for us. Monica's waiting too. Monica, I'm waiting since like freaking 10 minutes, guys. You guys take so long.
By the way, I put a picture in the Discord for the people who are in the Job Skills Share Discord on the chat channels. If any of you guys want to see what the output usually looks like with the command I sent.
Awesome. Thank you, Kevin. All right, so Monica is getting logged in. Perfect. Good job. Awesome. Okay, so that's great. So Monica is now logged into her machine. That's a domain user, right? Domain account, right? And basically, that's where you will get in. Good job. So now go back to the machines, and let's go back to the home machines now. Now Monica just got her car, and she got bored and went home, and she's calling you, hey, guys, I'm trying to set up my machine for home because I'm trying to work from home now, from remote stuff. And I see this screen. Can you help me get to the, the desktop? I see the screen. How would you, first of all, if she's calling from home, as a technical person, you're sitting in our company right now, right? You have to help this machine. How would you help her?
I would. So do I know which screen she's on? Has she told me exactly which screen she's on? Did she say it says choose privacy settings for your device?
Okay, so let me be Monica right now.
Okay, hi Monica.
Hi, I got my machine. I just brought my machine and I just opened my laptop and I see this choose privacy settings for your device. I don't know, there's so much stuff in there. Can you help me out, Haifa?
Monica, you said you just got your machine?
Yes.
Okay, so I think all we have to do is set it up.
Okay, I see the screen that says choose your privacy then.
Okay, so I'm not going to go through them one by one on this video, but would you go through it one by one with a client?
Yes, I want to go one by one. Jesus.
We're not going one by one now, Monica, but read all of them and read the little descriptions. I'm going to turn them all off for this purpose.
All right. So like so here's the thing. You as a technical person, you know this stuff. Like you can see this stuff.
No.
So I mean,
I can pull it up on Google, literally, or if
okay. All right. Well, let's say can I click on accept? Fine. You'll say yes. Click on accept. So go ahead. Click on accept. Did they got hung? Okay, let's come back. All right, great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. You helped me out. I just got to my screen right now. But how do I set up my machine so I can basically work from home? I need to RDP to my machine. And what do I do? How do I get to my machine now?
you need to RDP to your machine. Oh, okay. Sorry. Do you have is the VPN installed?
Yeah, like VPN is somehow magically VPN got installed.
Oh wow. Must have been imaged really well. Then we have to open the VPN. Which VPN are we using?
Let's say she got connected to the VPN too now. Okay, thank you, Haifa. You really helped me out with the VPN. Now, how do I get to my machine?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
So you're going to open File Explorer.
You know, when I used to work in the other company, they were using some type of thing like RDP.
VP.
Nice accent.
And then the computers are here.
So now, okay. So I'm Monica right here, and you're telling me to do all this stuff. Like, here's the thing. I'm like looking at my screen. So what do I do, Haifa? I'm looking at my screen.
Well, what do you want to do, Monica?
I want to get into my work machine.
Your work machine?
Yes.
I assume this
and
is
I only see MGT 2012 V1. I don't know what the hell is that. And I see home 1W10. I don't know what that is. But can you please help me out? This is my machine. That's my machine name. How can I get into that machine? I need to get into my work machine.
Okay, can I try?
Yes.
Go to Run and window R, and then write RDP, remote desktop, RDP, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. It says Windows cannot find RDP. It was not that hard, by the way.
Wait, I thought you said
okay,
that we were
so she's
yeah,
check the group. Maybe she's not part of the she's not part of the group.
God, this is getting so technical. Hey guys, I mean, you guys are telling me to go to Run and do. Okay, I found it. Thank you so much. Jeez, it was not that hard in my other company. You guys are so okay. Whatever. So what do? I need to get into my machine now.
Yeah. So write the machine name.
So I would do dot and then.
Ooh, okay. Dot.
Sorry, no.
Yeah, IP address or machine name or.
IP address. What the hell is IP? God.
Write the machine name. Check the.
I don't know the machine's name.
Go to that one though.
Well, that's. I said that
our
machine name is a
showing,
staff
right?
1W10.
What's the name? Yeah, what's the name? Put that one.
I'll give you that.
I don't see it clear on.
I couldn't hear you, Danish. What?
Staff 1W10.
I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear me? Anybody else?
I can hear you, but I can't understand you.
Staff 1W10.
Oh, staff 1W10. Connect. I thought you said she was already connected to the RDP. Or did you just say VPN?
VPN. VPN is not RDP.
All right, I misunderstood.
It's not connecting, Haifa.
Oh
what
my God, it's not connecting. I mean, okay, here's the thing, guys. You guys, okay, here's a tip right there. You guys are gonna make client go and run around, run RDP, put IP address, this, that, find. If a client is already, like I was putting myself into this angry mode right now, right? What should you guys do here? What do you have as an IT professional? What you guys need to make sure that this person doesn't know anything right now? They're not technical. You can do what?
You can remote into their computer.
You can remote in. You would have said that the first time. can I remote in? I would say, yes, you were actually remote in. Let's just assume you remote in. So make sure you guys add that line in there that, okay, can I, if the person is getting angry, can I just make sure that, because a part of the skill test is not for you to know this something technically. I would pass you because you got to the point, right? But I will fail you if you kept me going like this for this long, and I'm just mad, and you're not even adding that. Can I get into their machine? Would I add these things, because this is the part of this whole skill test, right?
Okay, yeah.
So make sure you guys keep those points in there, and maybe just add it. Like say, hey, if she was getting mad, or I feel like she's not tech savvy, I would remote into the machine.
Okay.
I was gonna add something to that. I would say something like good morning, good afternoon, Monica. Good morning,
I
good
thought we
afternoon,
weren't
Monica.
doing all of that. Okay.
I mean, this is just in general. Just good morning, good afternoon, and I know it's difficult for you to get on the remote desktop. Can I just go on your machine for a second and help you out with that? And can I also create a shortcut for you while I'm at it, just to make your life a lot easier for you, since it's gonna be hard for you to find it. So let me do that for you real quick.
So, yeah, those are great points right there. And Monica is still on the phone, and Steven.
You could also, hey, if you're at work, you can also ping her host name, retrieve her IP address. And if the host name doesn't work, you can actually give her IP address, and she can log in that way too, which is hook up to the VPN. That'll take her right to her machine as well. That's like another way you can get into the machine. And if the host name is not going to work.
And if she's on VPN, 95% chances are it's going to get the ping back if everything is working correctly.
Right.
Yeah.
And another tip, just on Kev's point, if you're helping somebody and they're getting really upset, do not tell them to calm down. Please, please remember that. Do not tell them to calm down. It doesn't work. It just makes them more angry.
Did they say that, by the way, Kevin? Or did she say something like that? Right?
No, she didn't. But I'm saying just like as a tip for people.
I was like, how?
Kevin Diaz. I'm not going to generalize and say all women, but I am a woman that does not like to hear the words "calm down." So
yeah, a lot of,
no.
I mean, let me tell you. As a man, I would not like to hear that from anybody as a help desk. Calm down. That's like clearly you're asking.
Calm down.
Yeah, because I know you're asking for trouble there, right?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people who think, maybe that works. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It's not. Of course, it's not. You remember, you are working for someone, and you are the customer service. You're
just say it to yourself.
Yeah, and you're representing the whole information technology team, the whole team. You're the first one, so it's not going to be good. I can guarantee you on that. You will not get away with this kind of stuff with people. That's it. But if people are crossing their line, you have HR, you have people, you have managers. You don't let people walk over you either. That's how I will tell my members, that don't let people disrespect you as well. If you have if you feel like you are a human being and you have respect, self-respect, job is not important than your self-respect. But don't become egoistic either. Don't become that to a level where tiny things becomes a problem to you. That, oh my God, this is gonna hit me right there. Sometimes you just have to kind of take that heat, because you know that person is not technical enough. That person is having an issue. They're having problems. Let me fix it because I'm the technician. I'm the tech person. So
the way I like to think about it is putting myself in somebody's shoes. Like if I was the person who was calling, if I was the client, and I really didn't know anything about these things, I would want the person on the other side of the phone to be calm. I didn't know that I was supposed to talk to Monica as she was a real client, so I'll be nicer.
Thank you so much.
You gotta have empathy for the customer, and just like remember that they're upset at the technology. They're not upset at you. Don't take it too personal. Don't take it personal. All right,
guys. My accent is generic, and I don't know what it say, but please don't put names out there. Then Monica is this or that. Please, my request. I don't know what this accent is leading to. Wherever it is, just don't put these names. Okay, we were open to the whole world right here. I'm brown myself, right? So here's the thing. It's not working. Monica needs some help. And now you got into her screen. You got your team looking at, Raj looking at this, Abdul looking at this. Who can help you out?
Either one of them. Or I can do it as well. Whichever one.
You need to ask.
Abdul, you want to jump on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or
Let's
Sandra,
read the
you
error.
want to do that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
I will- I
Abdul.
can try.
Do you mind if Sandra does it? She's
Go
so
ahead.
excited with me.
Actually, you know,
Oh my
I
God.
forgot the question now. I'm lost.
But can you guys
How are we gonna
first can
fix
you
this
guys
error?
go over the error? Like, can you guys explain to people, like, when you get this, what are some of the situations? Can you guys just talk about the situations here?
So-
Just going straight to the fix. Would it be better to just kind of like teach us on that?
Or first we can go to the computer management and see
Wait,
whether it's
before the
part
No,
fix,
no. Like,
what's the error?
explain the error like first, not fix right
it's
now.
not clear. I cannot see it. You know, it's like a blur.
Remote
see.
desktop can't connect to the remote computer for one of these reasons. One,
Mhm.
remote access to the server is not enabled. Two, the remote computer is turned off. Three, the remote computer is not available on the network. Make sure the remote computer is turned on, connected to the network, and that the remote access is enabled. So in layman terms, that would mean you have to make sure that her, or she has to tell you, or no, you have to make sure that her computer at her office is turned on, the computer that she wants to remote
Yeah.
into, and that it's on the network. And then the first option here, but the third thing is you want to make sure that the remote access is enabled on the computer.
Okay.
That
So
you're
that's a
using.
common thing in
Yes.
the companies, right? And does this, maybe we should go into starting fix right now. So maybe you guys can help each other, because then we can talk about, like, does it happen like that or whatever, right? We can
Go ahead, Sandra. Walk me
So-
through.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So, can you repeat what we are doing now?
So we need to enable remote desktop. We need to
here's the
make
thing.
sure that it's
Let me
enabled.
make it easy. Monica just
Go
called.
to run and computer management. Yeah, sorry.
No, Monica is calling you guys. Guys, I want to get into RDP to my machine, to my work machine. You got that error right now, right? So how would you RDP to your work machine? Can you guys show us again? To staff
Go to
1W10, how do you RDP?
Search
Search. Okay.
and type in RDP. I also pinned it down to your taskbar, Monica, so that you can find it.
Oh,
for
thank you
easier
so much.
access.
You're so sweet.
I hope that helps.
Yeah.
Hopefully, now let's just try to get this working.
Okay.
Now we have your computer name. We typed
Okay,
it in.
thank you so much.
And then we're gonna hit
Appreciate it.
connect, right?
Okay.
And it's not gonna work. Or
Okay,
oh,
it's
it did
not
work.
working. Okay. I'm sure you UIT guys, UIT people can fix anything in the world. I'm sure you're gonna get this done. You know,
We're going to try our best.
I'm gonna change my
Monica.
accent now. I'm sure UIT people can get anything in the world.
Okay, so it's not.
Hey, one question. Adonis, with number one there, remote access to the server is not enabled. What exactly is that telling you in English? Like, it can't access a server? Like, it's trying to reach out to a server, or not a workstation, or a workstation / server?
No, I'll show you.
I mean, what is that actually saying to us in
So
English?
if you go to
No, hold on a second. No, hold on. Just go back to that. It's not. Adonis, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, what is that first thing saying?
I'm gonna show you.
She wants to show. She wants to show it. So.
Okay, go ahead, show it.
Raj, can you mute? Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, this is how we do it. We open File Explorer and then right-click on this PC. I might be mistaken. So if any of my helpers have this, remote settings.
Okay,
on
okay.
the
Yeah,
left.
properties.
So I'm Monica right now. I'm Monica. Like, I'm Monica right now.
Hi, Monica. So this is what it is.
Yeah.
See, Stephen? So it's literally not
Okay,
enabled
okay.
on the
So,
computer.
okay, give it a try now.
Oh my God, Monica, did you do something else?
Is this even Monica's machine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tifa, are you sure?
Yes.
You're positive?
No, so this is the settings on the current machine that she's working on.
Okay, well, I'm she's trying to log into her machine at work. So
Right,
don't
but
you want
it
to do
has to
something
be
else?
enabled here on her computer.
Is that her computer?
It has,
Hi-Fi, need any help?
yes.
You need to go to the another computer to enable it, not your own computer.
Are you sure that's her computer though? I'm just say. You're on home 1W10, and what computer is she trying to hook up to?
Yeah.
But wouldn't you have to turn it on from both sides?
Why?
Oh yeah.
Why you need to turn on both sides? You need
Okay,
to turn on one
okay,
side.
You're trying to connect to a
Sorry,
computer.
I always thought that you had to turn it on from both. So yeah,
Yep. You must go
I
to the
wouldn't
another
have-
computer and
I
turn
wouldn't
on.
have thought that. Okay. So now we're gonna go to File Explorer. Right click on this PC, Properties, and then Remote Settings on the left-hand side.
Okay. Who are you logged in as this machine right now? Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. Try it.
As Monica, or
Okay,
not
good
as
job.
Monica.
Good
yeah.
job. So you're getting to the fix. Perfect. Awesome.
Oh, I always thought you had to turn it on both. That doesn't make sense. Why would I think that? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That'll go, girl.
Ooh.
Oh, he changed my password.
No, I didn't change your password. That's something you need to figure that out, right? If it's not working, you gotta figure that out.
Home W10 Monica. Oh, I see it.
What's going on here?
I see it.
What's wrong with this? Look at it. What's wrong with
The answer's
this?
right in front of your face.
Yep.
Just read it. Read it out loud and look what machine you're on.
The logon attempt failed.
Okay.
The credentials that were used to connect to staff W10 did not work. Please enter new credentials. Monica.
Okay. Is that Monica's machine?
Oh no, it's staff. Sorry. More choices maybe. Use a different account. Staff 1W10. I think I'm confused. What?
Ask for help.
So that home 1W10, that's local, right?
Yes.
You're logging into a domain. So what do you have to do here to change that?
Yeah, you put your domain ID and password. The user domain ID and password. If it is not working, then go to Active Directory. To the server, go to Active Directory and then check the verify. Check whether it's
check the what?
unlocked or check the.
Nothing to do with Active Directory. Nothing to do with Active Directory. It's in here.
So what's the?
It's a common mistake that everybody does to mess their stuff up, right?
Okay. What it has written? I cannot see the credential that.
Okay. Can I add something? Are you connected to a local domain, local account, or domain account? You can see from there.
Raj, this is a local account, and we're trying to RDP to a domain account.
So you must connect to a domain account, right?
That's what I said. Yeah.
No,
Yep.
hold on. Yeah. So you're gonna connect your domain account. Yep. So how do you do that on this prompt?
But she tried it, right?
You must put something first, / something.
Yeah. What was it?
What
was it?
Put what's the first thing you should put?
Domain name.
All right, that's good. Good job. So you did it.
Good job, Aifa. Good job.
Click on no over here. Click on no.
Mm-hmm.
And click on connect again. Show me a little better way of not typing this humongous domain in there. How would you make that? How would you fix that? You just type the
I
whole
can't-
domain in there. How can you, I mean, of course, that's the correct answer, but can you make it easy?
Is it dot
Is it what?
backslash dot forward slash?
Oh, okay. You're gonna
No,
need
no,
help?
I'm thinking of computer name. Yeah, I need help.
What's the login when you do login from the domain as Monica's account? Like that / is helpful, but you're not using it in the right place.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. It's supposed to be for computer name,
So
right?
do you want to go back and check on the staff
Go back and
machine
check what?
what the login is for Monica there?
Oh, damn it. Desktop. I don't think I understand what your question is.
The question is, how do you get back into RDP without using the full domain name? You say you did the whole cc.javascriptshare.org/username. How can you shorten that?
Do you mean this? CEC?
Try it.
What is
Try it.
What is that CC?
That was part of your domain name.
Part of your domain. What is it called?
A subnet.
Subnet mask.
Subnet. Sorry, not subnet mask.
Subnet.
Yeah.
Subnet.
Subnet mask. Oh my God. Now I can't really think.
I feel like I'm in a Cisco class right now. Who can help? Who can help her?
Okay, so what's the full thing that what are you trying to connect to? What's the name?
Of the what?
What are you trying to connect to right now?
The domain.
Sub blank.
Subdomain. No, I can't think. I'm sorry. I'm completely
Subdomain.
So let me make it easy.
Yeah,
This is
subdomain,
this is a
Haifa.
subdomain if you're using a website links, right? That would go. In Active Directory terms, this is a net BIOS name.
Oh, not bias.
So
okay.
when you create a domain controller, remember you were creating a domain controller and you say what you want to put HQ dot, then HQ becomes what? Net BIOS, right? So that's basically kind of like a acronym. We use this acronym to use this for like networking, and that's something a little advanced for you, but this is why I suggest students to make sure you put HQ, you put CEC, you put corp.hypha.local, because if you don't do that, your net BIOS become what? The first part of your root domain, right? So if let's say if you have something like something big, like something big, yeah, like Hakuna Matata.com, right? So that becomes your whole thing. Hakuna Matata, net BIOS will basically, I think, end it after 4 or 5 characters, I forgot, and it'll put 0 in there. So you don't want to put big domains without having some dot in there. So when you put corp, you put CC. Have you ever seen, like, you go to Microsoft Labs and they always have this corp, right? Corp dot, this like that. That's the reason, because they want to make it simple. So when you type as a help desk person, it becomes easy job for you too. You don't have to put the whole thing in there, right? Just put CC/help desk, corp/help desk, and you're gonna help people out. So that's good. Okay, now here's the thing. That's good. You guys fixed it. Good job on that. Now, she's having some type of issue, and you need to get into your machine, help this machine. How would you guys fix that now? Like, you want to get into your machine, help desk, which is what? Help desk 1W10? I think check the name, confirm it. Right from her machine, you want to get into your machine to get something. Because as a technicians, we always do that. We forget either something, we either maybe have to drop a file, right? We have to go back, right? So you're not going to go all the way back to a different building or something like that. Sometimes you just want to remote into your machine quickly, right? From their machine. So how would you do that? From her machine, remote into the help desk machine.
Well, it's not going to work because the help desk machine is disconnected.
Well, click on it. Is it really disconnected?
Yeah.
Is it?
Or it said disconnected. Okay.
Oh, okay. And so go ahead, because this is going to be cheating, because I was like doing something. But
sorry, I didn't look, honestly.
Okay, all right. Let me make sure that I close that, because then it's going to become a little cheating. So there you go.
Help desk 1W10.
Okay, so go ahead and try to log into the help desk. Help desk 1W10. If somebody knows IT, they would have figured what I did, but let's see. I think we
Oh,
were too
you
quick.
turned off the, yeah, honestly, I didn't look because I didn't want to cheat, but I
Okay,
think you turned
okay.
off the firewall if I know you.
Okay, you got it. So fix it.
So I have to go back to the.
Now here's the
help
thing.
desk
Now here's the
machine.
thing. Are you gonna see a technician that they cheated, or are you gonna see something like this? No, right? You're gonna have to fix it from step one.
Well, the only reason I know this is because you taught me this in the live class, remember?
Okay. Forget about that.
But what if you didn't know that?
What if
how
I
would
didn't?
you
What if you
how would
didn't
you
know that?
troubleshoot
How
it?
would you troubleshoot? That's the
Oh,
key
how would
main
I troubleshoot it?
Yes.
Well, first I would check if the thing is enabled, the remote access is enabled.
Okay, can you check
And
it
then I
quickly?
would, on the help desk, yes.
Yep.
Desktop, File Explorer, right click on PC, Properties, Remote
You're on the
Settings.
help desk.
Yeah, I am on the help desk. Okay, so it was turned off. So allow, apply, okay. So I turned it on. Now let's test again because that's what I would do.
Okay. Log in.
Um,
You want to log into that machine?
yes. 1 second, I'm gonna check the credentials. Is it just help desk?
Yeah, help desk. You just log into the help desk machine.
Don't you have to put CEC before that?
I don't know,
We just talked about it.
but I don't know. Good.
You're the technician, remember?
Yes. Okay, so here we are.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did my cheating didn't work, right?
No.
You were thinking something else, but the issue was just a fix, normal same fix, right?
Yeah.
So what do you learn here? You still got to go back to your
So
troubleshooting
yeah, start from
processes
the
and not go
beginning.
by, what if you find something on Google that is totally unrelated? You're going to try that? Nope, right? You're going to get
I mean,
yourself
if
hacked.
everything else doesn't work, then
Yeah, so that was just a little taking your attention away. But you forgot that you would have said, no, let me try what I know first, making sure that those things are correct. Then I'm going to go to FAR, because FAR has nothing to do with this right now, right?
okay.
Okay,
Right.
good. So now what I want you to do is I want you to go back to Monica's machine and log in, log her off, log Monica off. Just go to her desktop. No, not this one. Sorry, her home machine. Sorry. Go to her home machine and log Monica off.
So I have to disconnect the session first, then right click on the start icon and then sign out.
Okay, it's probably gonna get stuck in the log off. I don't know why this specific machine always gives us a problem, so we may have to remove this machine, but not today.
Just go help desk.
Help desk
Help
is
desk
on.
is no
working
longer
on.
taking any calls.
Help desk is working on it right now. Hold on, guys. Don't get mad at us, please.
Are you supposed to calm down, sir? Are you
Yeah,
supposed to
please
calm
don't
down?
get mad at us. There you go. So connect on it again. Click on connect. All right, so cool. So now do the, Control Alt Delete, and let's log in as admin. Let's try first admin. I'm not sure which one I use. Okay, let's try admin first, and then we can use admin one. Then. Okay, so we are logging in.
Do you want to explain the firewall thing since we're waiting?
What firewall thing?
That you have to, the firewalls have to be off, or specific firewalls have to be off for people to
Not-
IDP.
Not off.
You do
I
that.
remember-
You do only in the lab because you're doing a lab.
Okay,
learning.
yeah,
You don't
because we
want-
did that in the lab.
And that was explained to you that you never do that in the real world environment, or
I
even if
remember
it's
now.
off, even if it's a private. Well, we do have scenarios where your domain, like antiviruses, which are powerful antiviruses that with the server client type of connection. So you basically, what they do is they take over your personal firewalls, right? So
Yeah.
you don't want to be doing too much with your personal Wi-Fi because we don't want people to be dealing with that. We want them to be coming from
Right.
our, like a Semantic has its own policies. Some other firewalls also have different policies. So we will just take
Okay.
over your machine. You won't be able to even change your settings. And sometimes you will even say that local firewalls is turned off because domain policy is taking over that.
Okay,
So that's fine.
okay,
But in your lab, you want to turn it off because we don't want to come across some of the issues that we think that's going to have issues with
Yeah.
deployments or imaging and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
our main goal is to learn skills first. Later on, we take care of the headache, right?
mm-hmm.
So now, here's the situation right here. I want you to open Internet Explorer on this profile, not this one. Just type Internet Explorer.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so just find that, because then if that's not the one that I made, maybe we'll have to log off and go to admin one account. So type Internet and open that one, Internet Explorer.
And Donna,
okay.
am I
So this-
wrong in saying that when you allow the remote desktop on when you check that little radio button, you're actually opening up the firewall port 3389 to allow that communications to flow through the firewall, correct? That basically interacts with the firewall. Does that interact with that?
Correct, but I'm not sure if you go back to the firewall, does it say disable? I don't know. I mean, I don't know how. Yeah, you have to go back to the firewall and check those rules. There's tons of rules, and that probably will give you the best answer. Yeah. So I'm thinking either is that or it's something to do with services, which I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think that would be a good way to find out. So if you turn it off, go back to the firewall, check that inbound rules, outbound rules. Two ports are going to be there. See if it's disabled. So go ahead and log off Haifa and log in as admin 1, because I think I made a little setup in that, just a small setup. I'm sorry, it's too many
I
caps.
get 10 extra points for this.
There you go. Okay, you give it 10. Give you break points.
Honestly, this is really hard when people are watching.
This is
Ignore them. They're not watching. They're not here. There's nobody here.
There's only
It's
15.
all of you pros, you know.
No,
It's
you-
so hard
okay.
when you pros are watching.
I'm
God knows
telling you,
how many are
I don't
watching
know
on YouTube.
half of the things when I do these things because I am not a reactive person like most of you guys are. I'm not like that. I tell even my employers or people that I work with, you don't have to be this reactive, to be honest. This is something, remember in the beginning, we said what? You say that on your resume because we want you to be little different than a normal college student who say that I done my A+ and I'm ready to do my work. And they get hit hard with this stuff, right? What is that hitting? They go out there and they get to see something like this in the interview. So they get discouraged. So my whole point over here is to people like that is you got to do some effort. You got to learn these things. We're teaching it to you, right? So invest that time. Come, this is free stuff here. And you got to do this stuff in your own lab. So you got to learn these skills. Now, some people may argue, maybe you'll learn this on the job, but you're going to get the job first, right? You need to get the job first. So how do you get the job then when there's so much competition going on around you? You got to be different than this is not 2005 or 2006. This is 2020. People are learning a lot of different skills out there, and people are going to pick people who are better in customer service and at the same time skills too. But remember, there's in my sense, there are many people that are good human beings. They're going to be really nice. They're going to have nice customer service and everything. But at the end, they're going to have to pick somebody who can save them time too. They're not going to start teaching everything from scratch. Very few companies will do that. There's so much competition going on around. Okay, Phillips, how are you, bro? So this is a home machine. Yeah, same machine having issues. Okay, let me
Yeah. So if you're doing a degree, if you're for people in the YouTube chat, if you're doing a degree, and you think just doing a degree is going to get you a job, I mean, it's really hard because you may have learned one or two things here, but that's not necessarily applicable to the real world, to the actual job that you're going to be doing day to day. You need to put in time and effort on your own time if you really want to get a guaranteed job, quote unquote. The degree itself will not guarantee you a job, because if you see these postings when they say what we expect you to have 3+ years experience, why do they say that? They just want you to have some skills. If you have these skills, they'll be like, okay, then we'll hire you. But the reason they put it there, I got from, is that they want to make sure that you're not just like coming in and you don't know anything, because that's not effective for a business. They don't have time to teach you everything from scratch. They don't have time to teach you how to open Internet Explorer or something.
There you go. I mean,
Add to this.
yes, go ahead, please.
So when you come to the job market, you kind of want to think of yourself as a product. Would you buy yourself? What are your skills? What are you bringing to the table that's better than everyone else? At the end of the day, it comes to market share. The people who put that time into getting these skills are the more skilled IT professionals. Earlier today, I was talking with a technical recruiter. This situation, unemployment levels were near zero or very low. And now that they're much higher, you're competing with IT professionals with years and years of experience. And to get these jobs, it's much more competitive now. And the most important thing you can do is sharpen your skill set. And just by being here, you're doing that. That's my input.
Nice.
I agree.
Wow. Okay. Did you open Internet Explorer?
Internet Explorer, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and guys, continue talking, and you go ahead and disconnect from this screen. All right, guys, you guys can talk. I'm gonna do something on her screen right now, and let's her figure things out over here. Then.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, you guys can continue talking. I'm just gonna change some stuff quickly. Okay.
Hi, Alpha. You're doing great.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You got lots of guts. I don't think I can do this.
Oh,
Facing the
come
camera
on. You're
and
next. You're next, Sandra. We got to get you on.
no.
You should. I think you're far more advanced than I am. Definitely.
You can do it.
I'm same as you.
They peer pressured me into being here today. Danish was like, "Hifa, you want to be here?" I was like, "No, but I'll do it."
Yeah, there's no choice.
I know.
You'd be surprised when you go into a meeting room. You have to set up a computer and log into it, and there's like 40 people staring at you in a conference meeting.
Yeah, and I made a video on this too. Like, if you guys check job skills share space common help desk calls, I made a whole video on that, and I show like sometimes you have to pick up a projector remote, and you will start shaking like, what the hell? There's so many people looking at you. So just like calm down, look at the remote. It says,
"Don't tell me to calm down."
See, that's not even that bad. I actually had to. So for those who don't know, I work at a school, and one of the things obviously that happens is you go to the auditorium and they have presentations or presenters that come in, and so an auditorium full of kids, and you're on the projector screen trying to troubleshoot the internet problems, and you can't figure it out, and everybody's waiting for you for the presentation to continue. It's not easy. So you have to get used. You have to get used to it sometimes.
This would
The
be
stress level is very high, man.
It would be very
Stress
tough
level.
because
I don't think I easily can break down one in this kind of situation.
So Kevin, you probably just picked one of the kids at the audience. You want to come help me, little guy? Come on, girl. Come on up. Help me here. They come running up. Man. I can do this. Get out of the way, you old buzzard. I can get in there and do this.
Steven, just say meeting is cancelled. Finish.
Yeah, I once crashed a computer during a presentation by accident by plugging in a corrupted flash drive that the presenter gave me.
Oh no. It happens, right?
Tech, you don't want to ask me what my spirit animal is? I'm kind of offended. If you could be a smoothie, what smoothie would you be?
Can I ask a question to maybe anyone who have an answer? I just want to know more about the SharePoint, like IT support for the SharePoint. What is the main task for the, IT support for the SharePoint? What is the main common issue in SharePoint?
Permissions.
Okay.
That's permissions. It's all permissions. Read and write access, read only, whatever you're trying to grant.
Okay.
But you need to know about SharePoint, the basics. So I would recommend you
SharePoint is linked to then the SharePoint is directly linked to GPO then, right? Group policy.
No. SharePoint is a product of Office 365, just like Outlook. SharePoint is an extra product of them doing collaboration with each other, pages, links, documentation, and there's SharePoint. There's a server version of it, just like Exchange server. There's a SharePoint server, and then there's an actual web version of it, which a lot of people are now moving because SharePoint was one of the I don't want to say the name, hardest thing to manage, like Exchange servers. So these two areas, a sysadmin will run away from that. When I see something like that, I'll just like put my direction on a different site and I'll just walk by and I'll let other people take care of it. It's just like that. But it's not hard. It's not hard. It's just like, it's a different skill. You got to hire a SharePoint administrator to do this kind of job. So we have this battle with IT managers or people that don't give us this work. This is a whole different new product. There's actually people paying 90K, 80K for that type of skill. So why don't you guys hire somebody like that? Of course, you won't say that if you're not in that position, but when people are in that position, we battle it out, right?
But what is the job role for the intermediate level, for the SharePoint?
It's a totally different skill, to be honest. If you get involved in SharePoint a lot, so you may become a SharePoint administrator and you'll be dealing with a lot of big companies, their sites, their management, and you become like that specific person in that company who does SharePoint stuff. But of course, SharePoint administrators are still not sysadmins. You're still going to be requesting sysadmins or help desk to give you the rights to become, do some other things. There are tools that a SharePoint administrator will call us that can I get this tool on that server? They don't have access to a server. Okay, remote in with me. I'll give you access for a little bit. And then they'll get that. So you're not an IT, you're not like a full-blown IT infrastructure engineer or something. You're just SharePoint administrator, most likely. And in some cases, some companies, you may be all in one IT. Some places help desk is very powerful and they may have a lot of access to just give you the rights, take the rights away. But in most companies, there's a dedicated people who really manage these sites and everything. Help desk is not supposed to manage people's sites, right? They're not going to go in there and say, oh, you guys should make a site like this or like that. The flow should be like that. The pattern look like that. None of that stuff is help desk.
Okay, thank you.
Is there anything taking over SharePoint, or is SharePoint still strong enough to be like on its own, or is anything coming up?
It's very strong to be. Well, SharePoint got even more stronger because it's part of Office 365 now. Yeah. You don't even need to get a server. Just use the same powerful feature, probably more features now with Office 365. It's one of the biggest features, by the way, in Office 365.
I was going to say, are we going to do any Office 365 today?
No, not today. We want to keep it like that. We'll make a whole session on Office 365 because that's a.
See, if you tested me on that, I don't know. But I'm like more comfortable with Office 365, so I might perform a little bit better. But who knows? Because I was doing this the other day, so who knows?
Sorry, Danish. So from where I can learn it then about SharePoint? Do you have any course in JavaScript Share?
Are you a member?
Yes, this is my second time. Yeah.
I have many members, right? So here's the thing. I'm not gonna remember who's member or what. Are you a premium member, right?
Yes.
Okay. So if you go to your practice lab, there's actually a whole lab on SharePoint. SharePoint is called. It specifically says SharePoint administration. So you should really take that lab. And
thank you. Yeah.
And in your partner portal access, there's actually a SharePoint video course. You should take that. So if you are confused, just send me an email. I'll send you the screenshots.
Okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
All right. So let's go back to the home machine.
Sandra, are you on the Discord?
On Discord, yeah. But I'm not active. I'm housewife. I don't get time to check on my mobile every.
All right, Haifa. Let's go to the home machine and open Internet Explorer because we like to do a lot of things on the browser level too, right? I mean, that's just basic stuff.
This
So
one, or do you want me to
open
search it?
the other one, the other one.
You know that the recording's still paused, right, Danish?
The recording.
What?
Is
It says the recording paused.
Oh, no. So the recording is paused. That's because I'm not recording that piece, the cloud piece. It's on YouTube right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Haifa, you open this. Monica called you. Hey, when I open my browser, every time I open my browser, and Kevin is laughing. He sees this like 10 million times, right, Kevin? So I see this message. Can you guys help me out? What's going on?
Sorry, I should have
First
looked at
one
my
each.
phone.
What should you do first?
Oh, are you typing in the address correctly, ma'am? Monica?
Yeah, it says http://jobskillshare.org.
I don't know if that's right. Can we try a different one, please?
Okay, what do you want me to try?
Let's try job.
Okay, I'm
Skills.
typing it. Good.
Share.org, and then hit enter for me.
Okay. Hold on.
So
okay.
I don't need the www or anything like that?
No, you don't need that. It's now the internet has changed a little bit. So
Oh, wow. Awesome.
Did it work?
Awesome. But can we close the browser and reopen it one more time, please? I want to make sure that, because the annoying part is like it would come right on my face.
Oh, okay. I see. I think I know what the problem is. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see if I can help you fix it.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Oh, you see, this is what I'm talking about.
So I think that the preferences are set incorrectly.
The what?
The preferences. Can I RDP into? Would you mind if I RDP it
thank
into
you so
your
much.
computer?
You're so
Yeah.
sweet. Please.
Thank you so much. So I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna type in jobskillshare.org.
Perfect.
I'm gonna hit enter, and then we're gonna go to your settings over here. You see this little gear?
Wow.
We're going to.
This says it's kind of like grayed out. I can't even do anything. That's crazy, right?
It is crazy. Sorry, I got a file. Properties.
Oh, whoa, okay. Hypertext transfer protocol. Kevin, do you want to take over? You want to do Mickey Mouse, please?
Haifa, you need help?
Yeah, no, wait, I can't figure it
Kevtech,
out.
I need Kevtech for his
Help.
Mickey Mouse stuff.
Can you help me out with this, please? Please help me out. I need help.
All right, who's helping?
Haifa is something to do with home page.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to. Oh, it's.
Setting.
Change the
I'm trying to
settings.
find the settings. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Change the home page to the www.jobskills.
I know.
I think that she did try
Don't
that,
you
but
do
how?
that from properties? I know how to do it on Chrome. I'm sorry, I'm not obsolete, so I don't use Internet
I'm
Explorer.
using IE.
You click on the gear. There's a gear on the,
I
on the
tried
top.
that.
Oh yeah, you tried that, and now?
Oh my God, I was gonna say you have to wait 10 seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Internet
option.
Yeah, internet option.
And then we're going to use current. And now you should be just fine. Can we try it again? So we're gonna close it out, Monica.
Hold on a minute.
No.
So no, hold on a minute. If she had, let's say, 50 favorites in there, you just blew it away.
You're right.
No.
So Monica,
I'm not right. I'm just messing with you. You don't.
No.
It's
if
just gonna correct.
She had open tabs. No, if she had like Google.com and Hotmail, then it would all save to home.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
So use current would be both of them. It would open both of them every single time. And we don't want that. We just want to open the one. So here's what we're going to...
Hold on. If she had 50 favorites in there.
50 favorites? Or do you mean 50
No, not
tabs?
50, sorry, 50 home page favorites. What do you call this thing? Page tabs.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, tabs.
Would you just blow it away like that?
No.
So what should you do?
Monica, do you mind if I open up a new Internet Explorer page?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. So we're going to open a new Internet Explorer that only has one. Or I can do, or I can do like new page, whatever, right?
Okay.
I don't know how to use Internet Explorer. New tab, new window. Sorry.
Okay.
New window. And then I'm going to hit, or I'm going to type in jobskillshare.org. Enter.
Hello.
And then I'm going to go wait for 10 seconds, go to settings, go to internet options, and then use current. Apply. Okay.
This
You
makes
don't
no
like
sense.
that?
I don't know. For some reason, it's like I lost
Too
my.
difficult?
Yeah, like you still remove the whole list.
But you don't want the whole list.
She does. That's
Why
the
not?
purposes.
Okay, hold on. I'm not understanding the question.
So with that step, you blew it away. So what should you do before you do something like that?
Monica, how many tabs would you like to open?
Okay, no, forget that. So
When you
Monica
open Internet
Monica had
Explorer.
50 tabs. Let's assume that, right? Monica
Yes.
was having the same issue. She was having the same issue. What should you do to fix something like that? Let's say this browser is still having some issues after, like, you open it up. There's something going on with this. So how do you fix this browser? But what should you do here? How would you make sure that you don't lose work over here? You gotta fix the browser, right? You got a lot of options in the browser to fix it, right?
Yes.
So what's the precautions that you should take?
Hey, Monica, I just wanted to let you know that if you want me to fix your browser, you might lose some work. Is there anything that you want to save or
Oh
bookmark?
my God, I'm gonna lose my 100 tabs that are open in here.
Yeah,
I've been
you
working
are.
in this company for 10 years. Are you kidding me?
We can bookmark all of the tabs for you if you'd like.
How would you do that?
So we're just gonna open tabs, I guess. And then
The first one, you
upstairs-
tell Monica. Monica's gonna blow away, to be honest. Monica, I'm gonna.
Mad.
So Monica, what we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead and bookmark all of the tabs that you have open. Is that what you? I'm not understanding. Like, is that what you want me to do, Danish?
Open the
tabs.
open where you were before.
The tabs.
the
I'm just
internet
looking at the tabs. Like, you open the browser, she's so used to first page, second page, third page, fourth page, and I don't want to mess that up.
Look at the 3 buttons underneath.
Use default. Use new tab.
Which
You
allows you
can-
to do.
Use a new tab. I'm not understanding the question.
If you have multiple tabs, which one's going to open when you first open the browser?
The one at the top is going to be the first one.
Okay, good. So now here's the thing. If you had to reset or work on this browser, which means things gets, you don't know, things can
Deleted.
things can go away like that, right?
Yeah.
What would you do to this list?
I would use all the current tabs.
Okay, do me a favor. Click on there. Click in there. Click in there.
So yeah.
Yep. And copy. Can you copy?
Oh, okay.
Control A maybe, or select all. Can you copy this? Can you copy it?
Yes. And you can paste it onto a notepad.
You would save that. It's simple
Okay.
as that. You can go a little more advanced in this stuff, but keep it simple. These are her straight 1 year worth of work right there, right? And she's so used to it. So you don't want to just blow that away. Who's going to find all these things?
Bookmark it.
Okay, she can bookmark it, but she didn't. I mean, who's going to tell her
Okay,
to
well,
bookmark?
we can bookmark it now.
You
I
can.
know that in Chrome, you can
But
bookmark all
Here's
of
the
them, like
different
all
thing.
of the open
She's
tabs,
not
right?
used to bookmark way of opening things. She's used to this.
Ah,
Open the
okay,
tabs
طيب.
all together.
Okay.
Does that?
طيب.
Because that's how she was used to, right? So the idea behind this is not to say that this is the best technique or anything, right? The idea on this is to make sure you know your users, because they use their screens certain way, by the way, and people get mad when they.
I wouldn't have thought of that. I would have just bookmarked it. Like I wouldn't even have like
Well,
considered putting it in a
here's the thing.
notepad, you know?
As a help desk person, that's what you got to be careful, because people are picky on things.
Yeah.
And especially like KevTech can come over here and probably say something about, I don't want to say an age group thing, right? But you're gonna have you're gonna find people that are gonna be very picky on the way it looks.
No, I agree. I agree with you. Like some people are only used to using IE, and they only want IE. You open up Chrome and they're like, what the hell is this? I don't want this on my computer. Remove it. And then some people are used to using Chrome. So you have to know your users, know your clients, and know what their preferences are as far as using web browsers are concerned.
Okay.
You
so
can't
now,
change their workflow. You just can't do it. There's some people who, even if the icon looks different, they say, oh, that's not it. That's the wrong thing.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So just it's a tip. It's a tip for you guys, because it's a skill tip, right? It's not a tip for you to pass interview, by the way. Nobody's gonna test you on this kind of stuff. I mean, I'll be a stupid person if they make you do these kind of things, to be honest. But this is a skill that you need to know as an IT professional. Simple as that, right? You just need to know this. Now, I want you to cancel this and bookmark it. Let's go to bookmark, because that's another big area right now, right? So now I want you to bookmark a web page. Let's remove this one. I don't know what that is. Okay, Google.
I just click.
Let's just Google. I say Google. The Google is like open up there. So go ahead, bookmark it.
Okay.
Add it to favorite. How do you add a page to the favorites? So there you go. Okay, Google. All right, so now she got an email. Hi, Monica. We are moving away from Internet Explorer because we don't like to support it anymore. We got better options, and we're going to be installing Chrome. And she is going to get a heart attack now. So she's just like, okay. She called you guys. Hey, can you guys move my bookmarks to Chrome? Because you guys are not going to support it.
KevTech taught me this in my live session.
Oh, KevTech, see? How do you do that?
So there was two ways to do it, but they both went to the same location. I think you showed me the long way, and then KevTech showed me the really short way.
Yes.
You click on the little star over here, and then instead of like add to favorites, you hit the drop-down menu.
Good.
And then import and export. I remember KevTech taught me this way. Yeah.
Good job.
And then export. This is the first time I met KevTech people. And then export the
that's the
file.
first time you met him. Yep.
Yeah, that's the first time I met him. And then export to a file.
Okay.
And then we want to do favorites. Do you want me to do feeds and cookies?
No, just favorites, fine.
Just favorites. Okay. So we're gonna do favorites, and we're gonna do all of that.
Okay.
And then we're going to copy or remember where it's being saved, right?
Okay.
Or we can we put it on the desktop so I don't have to remember at the top?
All right, good job. All right.
Okay, and then we're gonna save it. And then we're gonna hit export.
Perfect. Common ticket, right? People are gonna move their browser
Yeah.
here and there, right? So now what I want you to do is this. How do you import it in a Chrome?
In Chrome?
Yep.
Okay, do I have Chrome on here? Yes, I do.
Sorry, Danish, can I ask why we are doing this?
It's a very common call for you as a help desk. Very common one. Probably KevTech can also add to it, and anybody who's in IT should tell you that.
Oh, it's a common call. Like I just migrated 50 people, and everyone has to use Chrome now. So we had to import all the bookmarks from IE into Chrome. So
what's
it's
the
common.
reason for needing to import people from one browser to another?
What's that, sorry?
Why would you guys like restrict the use of a browser and force people to use one browser? Like, is there a security like?
Internet Explorer is no longer supported, so you don't want to be on there. It's a security problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also certain apps don't work.
Yeah, there you go. Certain apps don't work, so you got to do that. And people have preferences then, like I like this or like that. Can you, they may have 3 browsers available to them. They may just say, can you guys help me out move my first preference browser to second one? And these are all requests. You can't say no to them, right?
Yeah. And then also another thing is it could be the opposite. Why people use Internet Explorer in the real world instead of Chrome? Because some applications, very old applications, will be running on Java or AppX and all those really old Microsoft technology. So they
Okay.
still need Internet Explorer for running it.
Yeah, we have a site at work that in Chrome, when you go to Chrome, it's one site. It's completely modernized and beautiful, but there's one problem. It doesn't have the function that we need to do a certain action, which it's for printing IDs. So in order to do that, we need to go into the Internet Explorer, and then you get a completely different site in Internet Explorer from the same link, which has the function that we
Yeah.
need.
But I just want to add to you guys, now the new age has something called Internet Explorer compatibility mode. So they have an Internet Explorer emulator in the new age, for those people who do not know. So you can actually
I think
emulate
GevTech
Internet
showed
Explorer
something
sites.
like
I
that.
made a video
yeah,
on that already.
yeah.
We're live on that. Talked about that.
But I think there was a little thing in that it couldn't retain that, right? It couldn't retain
Yep.
that opening. Yeah. So you would need something. Okay.
Captain, can you send the link for that one, please? The exporting the favorite. Do you have that YouTube link? Can you send it to me, please?
Okay. So
Okay. So Monica, since we're gonna start using Chrome all the time, I'm going to go ahead and set it as your default browser.
okay, fine. Thank you. Gosh, it's 11:30. I'm a bit sleepy right now.
Where did it go?
Oh, okay. Trying to default. Okay, there you
Web
go.
browser.
Perfect.
Okay.
How do
Microsoft
you?
loves to reset this. I don't know why.
Maybe they want their own stuff, you know.
So I'm gonna try to do it first from Bookmark.
Okay,
I'm
good
going
job.
to import
Import
bookmarks and
settings. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay. So now, that's good. You're good. You kind of like can do it from there. So fine, that's fine. You can get away from that. Now, this is the last thing we can do today, and then after this, we can take some questions from some new people. I think they have some questions out there. We can talk to them a little bit, and we will end this. So, okay, what I want you to do, Haifa, is that you need something very quickly on a staff machine from your help desk machine. How would you put that file on their desktop?
I would share that. I would make sure the file is shared, and then I would map the drive.
Okay, so let's change it a little bit. We want to get a file on this home desktop from your help desk machine very quickly. Very quickly. This is just like one call, and you have to just put this on their desktop.
We can deploy or set a group policy.
Okay, we're going too far.
Am I wrong? Too far? Okay.
That's for help.
Help.
Okay, so you're working as a technician sometimes, right?
I'm sorry,
you're like working, and you're like, man, I think I wish I had that file for her right now. Let me get it. Let me get it from my machine right now. How would you do that?
You know, my uncle needs some help. My uncle.
Can I try?
Say $?
Can I try?
Go ahead, Sandy.
File Explorer. Go to your file. Like the technician will go to File Explorer, yeah, and then // and then the computer name of the user, and then
the universal naming convention.
Yes, UNC.
Okay, go to your help desk from here.
You get an unk into a machine.
So go try that. Help desk 1W10. You want to grab something from that desktop, right?
No, you are putting file to user's computer, right?
What?
I think the question was putting file from your computer to the user.
Yes.
So you want to put in her computer.
Yeah, so you're in her computer already right now.
Okay. So yeah, then you can go to, that's correct. Sorry.
Oh, it has to be a shared file, right?
So where was the
Do
file?
Do I know the file path, Danish?
You want to put a file from your desktop, your help desk desktop, to this machine.
Is the file already shared on the help desk desktop, or should I go do that?
I don't know. I mean, you want to do something quick, right? What would you do?
Where's the file? Is it on your desktop C drive?
It's on the help
Is it
desk.
associated then?
It's on
Yeah,
the help desk
It's on
machine.
a different computer.
It's on the different computer. You are sitting on her computer right now. You're trying to grab that file, put it right here. What should you do?
I need the path.
Yeah, you can see.
I'm just
Path
gonna
is
email it
desktop.
to
Already-
myself.
The help desk desktop. Help desk desktop. That's it. It's on the desktop. Create a file over there on the desktop right now. Let's just keep that as a file. You can do anything. The main concern is how can you go back to your machine, bring that file over here? How can you do that?
I
Show
need
me
the path.
money. Show me the money.
You need the path.
Oh,
Why?
the
Why you need
dollar
a path?
sign.
Show me
Shared.
the money.
Backslash, right? Help desk. Why isn't it typing?
And from there, you're
1W10.
going to use a administrative shares that Microsoft has lent you.
1W10.
Oh.
So what is shared out to the network? As a administrative share that you can connect up to directly right into that computer. You're close. Take away that dollar sign. You need something else in front of it. The cat is really being nasty right now. I gotta really calm her down.
The cat sometimes meow and sometimes they roar.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes, yeah. The claws are out. A can of beer is just sitting there waiting for you. There, Aoife. You're gonna need one after
Dollar
this.
sign.
For this,
Help.
Charlie.
See the dollar sign.
What did we talk about?
I did dollar sign. They said no.
Where should the drive?
I wish I had dollar signs.
Oh, C drive.
Dollars.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then what?
Dollar sign.
Okay.
Uh,
Try it.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, press enter.
What did the beer have to do with it?
You might need one.
I don't drink. I told you.
I know.
What's going on?
Oh, I put it in the wrong thing, didn't I?
Oh, you put it wrong thing?
You press enter?
What? What? Okay. Well, okay, you went too fast.
No, it didn't give me. Oh, Windows cannot access help desk. Blah blah blah. Check the spelling of the name. Otherwise, there might be a problem with your network. To try to identify and resolve network problems, click diagnose. Let's see details. Unspecified
Philip,
errors.
join the Discord community. This is exactly what we do in our Discord community. You're putting your email in the public. Make sure you
After I get off the hot seat, I will link the Discord
just-
communities.
Yeah, just add into Discord community. That's what we do in the Discord community. You're just going to see channels, put your resume in there. Make sure you go over the introduction, self-assessments. There are a lot of videos to get you started, and we'll check it out. And that's where
Actually, well, this is diagnosing. Can I show people something? Because something on Discord really bothers me.
What?
People get stuck in the voice channels, and so I have to disconnect them from time to time.
Okay, we'll take care of that.
We'll do that after, I think.
So why it's not working? I mean, you're trying to get that. Well, the
diagnosing the
scenario
problem.
is that you need to get to the help desk and you need to get that file on this desktop machine. So what can you do here? Let's say if you cannot get from here, what else can you do?
I can map it.
How would you
If I
want to
know
map
the
it?
path.
So here's the thing. You are the help desk. You need to
Or
get a
deploy
file.
it.
You need to get a file from your desktop. It could be anything, any text file, whatever it is. And you need to drop it on this machine, this desktop.
Why don't I just drop it into the network from mine?
Do it.
Okay. But you want me to do it from here, right?
No, just, okay, from here you can't do it. You don't have access. Simple, right? Are you an admin? You're not an admin, right?
No.
Monica's not an admin. So do it from your machine. There are other ways you could have done it from her machine, but forget about that right now.
Yeah, it would be bad if she could access your computer.
That would be bad, really, really bad, right?
Mhm.
So you add a, let's say, folder. Let's now drop this folder on her machine. How would you do that?
Properties, or give access to
Oh, okay.
specific
No.
people.
No. Close that.
Properties.
I say
Sharing.
quick for one time. Why would you want to do a whole share and everything?
Yeah.
You're just making it tough for yourself.
Go back to the same thing you did. What did you
What's
just
the
do
same thing?
on the other machine?
I was losing her mind right now. She's like, what the hell is going on?
My
here?
uncle wants to really come over tonight.
The Universal Naming Convention.
Okay.
Okay. So we're dropping a file on her machine,
So you want to
her
go to that?
desktop.
Oh, so I'm gonna Universal Naming Convention her machine,
Okay, then.
and
Just say-
then drag and drop, right?
Just say
Um,
into the machine. UNC in the machine.
Staff 1 W10, right?
W10.
Danish,
Yeah.
and then C, and then $, right?
Mhm. Will it work?
Hello,
I don't know.
are we talking? No.
Is staff working? Is that
Yeah,
the right
it's not
name?
working.
It should work, by the way. I don't know why that didn't work though. It should
There
work.
it goes.
should-
Oh.
Network
Nobody's
discovery is
turned off.
turned off.
You gotta turn it on
Oh, how do you turn that on?
right there.
Click to change. Turn on network discovery. All right, let's try this again.
I still have a good feeling that this may. I don't know.
Hit the. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I thought.
It should have worked, by the way.
Are you being serious?
I'm serious. I don't know. I mean, this
It's
should have worked.
staff, right?
Mhm.
1 W10.
Mhm.
How can you verify if that's
Wait,
it?
wait,
in case
wait.
in case it was a problem.
Wait, read it. Just read it out loud. Just read it out loud. What you typed in.
// staff 1 W10 /C $.
Do you see any inconsistency?
Using the wrong slash.
Inconsistency. Abdul, I don't know if you are seeing something that I'm not seeing.
Isn't she missing another backslash in the C before the C?
Where's that coming from? No.
I thought it was here.
No. There's
No. There's
That's
no
what I
two
was thinking.
backslashes after that.
It's just one.
This is
Right.
correct. You gotta find some more stuff for it. To be honest, I'm also like, where's the issue? So
Yeah.
show me.
You asked if that was the name of the computer. How can you test if that's actually the name of the computer? If you're
okay.
actually, how can you test that? How can you check if you can actually connect using that name?
Can you ask the question in a different way?
So how can you verify that that's actually correct? That staff 1 W10 is an actual machine, that it's on the network and that you can connect to it. How can you verify that that's the
Is
correct?
this a stupid thing that I've been doing this whole time?
Nope.
No.
What is this dot backslash thing anyway? What is that for, guys?
Computer name. It's for the computer name.
Well, that's just dot backslash, not dot. Unless it's something I never heard of before. Is that something new,
No.
Donish? Dot.
It's dot backslash. That's
No,
how
it's
it
just-
pulls it up.
I mean, that's just the path to different programs, right? Like if you do control panel, it just goes in there. So the more, like, I think,
More
how do
dots.
you guys do this in a command line? I forgot that, man. When the more dots, it goes to like a folder level, like
Mhm.
Oh, it goes
another
backwards.
folder. Yeah, like backwards. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. And a lot of people use that in a CMD or different commands. So they'll just like use dot slash one folder level, another folder level.
The
coming back
root.
to the root. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Haifa, can you ping it?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get Hypa to
I
say.
was gonna ask that, but then I was like, they really don't want me to ping after all of this. Okay.
Well,
'Cause
why
you
not?
you
What thing
asked-
should be the first thing.
Because remember, you said, is this the machine name? We don't know. You have to check.
Well, you have to do it by IP address, right?
I'm telling you the machine name is correct. Staff 1W10. There you go.
Uh-oh.
It's not on the network.
Is it turned on?
I'll check in a minute.
192 and 68.
Go back to your desktop. Check it out.
Unreachable, so probably not.
Do you
It's
see?
not even there.
Okay, you spent like 15 minutes just to figure that out.
I didn't know you guys wanted me to ping after all of that. You're gonna throw me
yeah,
No, 'cause
this
that's your
baby
job.
command.
That's your job. You should have pinged the first thing, because if UNC is
It's
not working,
a baby command, like my
yeah,
nephew. You know
first
this.
thing
He's 2.
should be, is the machine even turned on? Because this the
But we were just
90% of the
on it.
time it's not, right? And because if you go ping UNC / this that, you're gonna do all that, and oh my god, it was not even turned on.
Yeah.
Right? So that's something you learn. So I think we're gonna end this right here and let people know that most of the time it's the basics, it's the 2 basic stuff. Turn it on. Is the machine even turned on, right? Do you know how to ping a machine? So if you have that right quickly, like if you figure that out quickly, then of course you're getting in the right direction in your future job. Nobody expects you to be a master of anything in IT, because most of the time we go to Google, right? We ask the coworker, we ask some other person who knows more, right? Or in Stephen's case, he asked coworker, nobody responds. So we don't know about that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna open the floor to other people. Do you guys have any questions? First of all, people in the chat, I want to say thank you. People that were here, I want to say thank you. Did you guys like this, by the way? People are liking these skill tests.
No.
Is this something that
I'm just
is
kidding.
helpful? What do you guys think?
I think it's
Yes.
cool. I always learn something out of it too.
Does anybody else?
It's good. It's really good. It's helping us a lot.
Because I think it just brings real world situations into it. Learning is one thing, doing your labs is one thing, but seeing all these little weird issues, this is what we run into. So this is like real world crisis right here. So, you're seeing it live. A book will tell you everything's perfect. Danish's labs will be everything is almost perfect. But this is like him messing it up and trying to figure it out. This is what we have to deal with, and it makes your mind think a little bit more of what you learn and how you apply it at that time when the pressure is on. Yeah. And you can actually work the problem instead of the problem working you. So I think it's really good.
And another thing that I want to add is that a lot of people learn this on the job, right? This is what we call that experience, right? When we say I have 6 months of experience, so if you look at all of our previous videos and you combine all of this, you do the same process repetitively for 6 months, by the way. Of course, you get to see more stuff in the company, but you do the same process repetitively to become better at, and that's what you call yourself. I'm an experienced IT professional. So your confidence level goes up, and then you get to go for bigger jobs like that, right? So this is something that was missing from most of the trainings, and even our own training. We couldn't have something like this without a community. So I would like to say thank you to the community, because without that, it's just not possible. I'm not going to sit here alone, try to like mimic myself. Hi, I'm Monica. Let me try this again. So I'm not going to do that, right? But with you guys, it's very possible. So anybody else want to come up on the mic and whatever, floor is open. So whoever want to come on the mic.
I just wanted to, I already typed this in the chat, but please, if you're not part of the Discord communities and you really want to learn or be in the hot seat next time, join the Discord communities. That's where they share so much information. The pros are always there answering questions, reviewing your resumes. They just do so much, like LinkedIn connections, networking, all of that. So I posted the Discord links, and if you guys need them again, I'll post them again.
Is there anybody here live that they want to come up on the mic? They have any questions or something like that, since we have another 10 minutes?
Yes.
When we will be having our next session? I'm looking at Kevin's face.
We don't have any fixed time, Sandra, but like I said, I go on Discord and we just say, hey, who's ready today? And I noticed that we are always happy on Thursday, some reason. I don't know.
Because probably tomorrow is Friday.
So, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the Thursday thing. So now here's the thing, guys. We are gonna go more advanced on this. Now the reason for that is that's simple. We're not gonna repeat ourselves again and again. Today we covered actually some new stuff. So we're gonna come across some new things for level 1, of course, but we have to mention that next time. But we're gonna move into more advanced junior sysadmin stuff as well, like website, IIS, pools, getting, even if people are, there should be like people that have spent 2 years and they're stuck in the help desk and they want to transition, they want to get out of help desk. Then we want to give them opportunity as well. That's not just for level 1s right here, right? We want to give them opportunity so they can test themselves like, wow, okay, you know what? I think I can do this. I can pull a site. I can run a site here. I can manage a site. I can manage services. I can deploy 100 applications. I can deploy applications remotely. I can get the logs from our remote machines. I can do a lot of good stuff over here. I can do some basic security, right? I can do some cloud stuff. So this is something that we're gonna move in now slowly to get in there. Somebody put hacker. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm waiting for Kevin Diaz on that right now. So he's preparing. He's gonna become a master hacker, and we're gonna
make the hacker channel.
So
let me tell you right now, you should focus on these skills instead of focusing on hacking. I'll tell you that right now. Very important. This is more important than that.
So somebody in the chat asked when we're live. KevTech usually goes live. I don't want to say every Saturday because some days he can't, but almost every Saturday on KevTech's channel. I'll link it from 2 to whatever p.m. From 2 p.m. We'll start at 2 p.m. and then we go until whenever
24
Eastern
hours.
Standard Time sometimes.
So if somebody's interested in A+ study, career stuff, even hot seat, he does the same thing, and we are in his channel, we're in his live, so great way to follow him. Make sure to check out his channel, and if you go to the Discord community, he has a section in our Discord, so you go click on that, there's a channel, you subscribe and you get to his Discord, because these are 2 different communities, by the way.
I also added his Discord to the chat.
Okay, good.
I'll add them one more time.
Okay, because sometimes we fight with each other, so we basically, we just like, screw this. I'm just gonna go to my Discord, so then we don't fight.
I'm gonna go drink tea in my Discord.
Yeah, we do different parties. We party in JobsCare and we party in his channel.
So KevTech, are you going live on Saturday? Is that the deal? I think.
Yep.
Okay. So let's try to make it a record,
last
guys.
time,
Get more people involved. Let's try and go for a record here each week. I think we're growing. So
let me also add that other than KevTech being live, usually they'll announce, like sometimes I'll I'm not a pro, I'm a newbie, but sometimes we'll just be talking on Discord and we'll be like, oh, let's go live on Zoom, and we'll create a Zoom link or we'll go live on Discord. So join the Discord communities. Again, I will link them one more time.
We got some chat going on.
Can I add something, Danish?
Yes.
I think you are covering so much, in one session, and I write down I always write down what I learned, but I think it's good to write down the list. You must have a plan what you want to cover on the session, what you want to ask the question, right? So if you make the list and then end of the video, you can just put the picture in the end of the video, and then you will get to know, okay, I learned this, and also the situation which you were asking to have. I
know it's easy to say, but when we Kevin can agree with me, when we create content, it's not, we don't have that kind of time to sit on a 3 hours video, come back and write everything from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a very time.
I thought that your question is already prepared, so that's why I said.
No, it's not prepared. We prepared the machines, but not the questions. So the question was we made it on the fly. Like I said, we just go in there every day, every second day or third day, which is a good suggestion, by the way. We can do this professionally to sit and do this, but of course, you're asking for a person to really dedicate that time. You know what I mean? So it's not that easy when we have a premium member like you guys who have labs and things and support going on while we do this on the site, because this is our passion and we love to do these things. So it's not easy for content creators like us to do this kind of stuff. we do ask our members or people who follow us that, hey, you guys can help us. You guys can write this list for in the video. If you guys can go to the YouTube comment section and somebody can literally type
I can do that.
that question. No, you don't have to. I don't want to put that out there, but if you like to do these kind of things, right, to help us out, literally you can put the whole question and put the date, or sorry, the time, and the video takes you directly over there, right? So if we are all working together, because we're doing this on a YouTube and we're doing this for free, to be honest, we want some type of help like that. And I'm being very straightforward because we don't have that kind of time too, right? 3 hours already on this, right?
I can, I can add it and I can send it to you. And then if there is any things to do, correction, then you can correct it. Or
to be honest, we would love it. Like I'm not gonna say no to that. That's just what the community is for. Like you guys want to help each other out because you that's a lot of content. 3-4 hours every day. KevTech is 4 hours every day, every Saturday. Take us back, and we have covered almost two months straight, 3 hours or 2 hours, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna sit there and try to do this stuff, of course, then like this will go away. My energy will be exhausted, basically. So I won't be able to provide something like live like this, and then I'll be more dedicated to that thing, which is a good suggestion. It's just that we need help in this too,
Danish and KevTech, I'm uploading tickets from that I'm getting from different resources, and they're legit resources. It's not just like Google. And I was wondering, maybe we could do maybe a hot seat and have people tackle it, or a live session with people tackling it. I want to give people about a week to answer these. If you haven't joined the SpiceWorks community and you would like to join the Job Skills Share Discord, and then there's a SpiceWorks team. If you look over here, sorry.
Yeah, Hafa, with that being said, do you want to show them the Discord channels? Because I think somebody already posted in the chat here. We're actually talking about this, so some of the newbies might never even seen Discord.
Don't know what that is.
Okay, so let's do a quick rundown on Discord. Yeah. So Discord, here's where your home is, or your messages, and these are your.
I can't see that.
Oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Hold on. Screen. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, fantastic. Sorry about that. So up here is your home. I'm not going to open that because it has messages and stuff. And then here is the Job Skills Share community. If you click on it, so these are called servers. All right. You can put them in a folder. You can put them like singular, whatever. Usually they come like this. When you jump in, it's going to take you to the welcome screen where there's information. I recommend you read this for sure. Oh, Danish, I forgot to send you the thing. I will. And then if you go, so this is the Job Skills Share. It's called a server in Discord. Then you go down and there's different rooms. So this is chit chat, kind of like where people chill. This is LinkedIn, so people's LinkedIn connections, that's how we network. This is free stuff, right? Like goodies, basically. I want to explain something to people. I can't click on this now because I'm live on Zoom, but when you enter these channels that have not a hashtag next to it, but a speaker.
You can click on it.
I can?
It lets you. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to show people, I keep finding that people literally just come on here and they don't know how to disconnect. I'm going to show you how to disconnect. See down here, it says voice connected, right? And then there's a noise suppressor, whatever. Here, disconnect, it will remove you from there. Do you understand what is, can someone check the chat and see if like I need to go over that again? Because people like get stuck there and then, oh, wait, can you go back? Limitless, go back. Limitless?
I'll join.
Okay. So, all right, thank you. So what I have to do is I find people like this, and then because Danish was nice enough to make me an admin, I have to, oh, can I not? Oh, I have to like go ahead and disconnect Kevin. So people get stuck here, they don't know how to come on and off. So click on, if you're here next to like a speaker, right here, click disconnect, and then you'll be disconnected. So then we have courses where there's a bunch of information. All right, now you guys are messing with me.
I want to show
Stop
the.
it.
What's it
Do you
called?
want to do
The
a screen share?
Yeah.
All right, do that, please. Abdul, I'm gonna beat your butt. All right, so Kevin runs on Duncan is doing a screen share. So the way you can tell is, see up here, there's a little icon that has a screen on it. So let's say you're like on KevTech's channel and you're chilling or whatever, and then you're like, oh, someone's live on Job Skillshare Community. So you click on that, and then you come to the voice channels and you'll see Kev Rocks is live. So let's go ahead and watch stream. And you can pop it out, of course. And then if you want to mute yourself, you can do that here. If you want to turn on your camera, you can do that here. If you want to screen share. Let me do something about screen share because everybody gets mixed up with that. Screen share, you can screen share a specific application, or if you come up here, you can share the whole screen. You see what I'm saying? So usually people, like kind of what I just did with the Spiceworks thing, I just shared the application. I forgot to share the whole screen. So you guys didn't see Discord when I was talking about it. Am I being clear? Do I have any questions so far? Hello?
Yep.
Are we good?
Yeah, you're good so far.
So if you want to, so basically go through these channels, see which ones appeal to you. If you would like to join the Spiceworks community, the Spiceworks team that I set up, come down here to Spiceworks team. What happens here is we already went through Spiceworks, but if you need help figuring it out, just message me. If you want to become, so I'm uploading tickets, and then people are going to go in and they're going to solve the tickets. And then we're going to cover that or the correct way to solve them or the method to solve them in videos. But it's kind of like a practice for, it's kind of like this, but not a hot seat. It's not recorded or anything when you do it on there. So you'll come here, and these are the tickets, but you have to message me your name on Discord and your email for you to be added in. And then whatever, we'll do this later. This is confusing. Anyway, I think that's it. Wait, let's go back to Discord real quick. And then this is Kevin's channel. He has a general, resumes. Oh yeah, by the way, they review resumes over here. So here's hot seat. This is what we did today, right? Women in tech, please come join us in Women in Tech. We need more women in tech. Interview questions, success stories. This is like IT person's heaven. So if you're not joining, you're missing out a lot. If you have any questions about Discord, you're always welcome to message me. I am this person right here, Haifa, question aficionado. And then all the pros are extremely helpful. Like you can message them almost at any time and they'll be awake to answer questions. They're awesome. Is there anything you want me to add?
Yeah. Go to, so obviously from these two servers, there's a lot of pings that happen. Pings are basically you'll get a notification to your phone or whatever, or to your computer if it's on your computer. So if you click on the top where Job Skillshare name is, on the above all the channels,
the top, like top, it says Job Skillshare Community, top.
Oh,
right there,
okay,
right there.
Okay.
Click there, and then you click notification settings.
Yeah, it's very important. That's good.
You can change it so that you see how Haifa has only at mentioned. So only if somebody specifically says at Haifa will she get a notification, or if she wants to disable at everyone when Danish and Kev are sending out their live stream links, you can also press suppress at everyone and at here, and then you won't get those notifications constantly.
Yeah.
It's good because some people may not know and they just get annoyed with all this.
You can also do that for specific channels too if you right click.
And we did disable, by the way, for some big areas like chat, chit chat. We did disable everyone. That not everyone can just go and put everyone in there because it does get confusing for like, hey, why so many people sending out everyone? Is it really that important? So if somebody does want to announce something, let us know. We'll probably do that for you. It's much better to keep it that way because we don't want to. We're growing, to be honest. In a few days, we went to 600 people, to be honest.
Yeah, we're at. How do you check that?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
There's no easy way. There's no easy way to check it like that.
Okay.
Wait,
so-
it did on my phone. But
so
yeah, go
so
ahead.
we're around that, and so here's my biggest request to brand new people. Okay, how do you? So a lot of people say, I'm at this, I'm doing this or that. I want to getting into career. Here's my biggest request to you. So here's my request to you guys. Can you share that again, Haifa, just for 1
Yes,
second, please?
absolutely. 1 second.
So here's my request
let me
to
close this
all of the new people who want to get into IT, who think that they have finished their degrees and stuff like that. Please make sure you go to the Welcome to JSS and follow the assessment. Follow the assessment is very important. There's a little
This one
link
right
right
here.
there. Like if you go to the top, the tiny URL before up right there. Please click on this and make sure you do that. Because if you don't do that, then of course you're gonna ask questions that is gonna be like already answered for you so many times. To be honest, it's very easy for you to do this. By the way, it will test you. By the way, it will test your like your skill set. Like, okay, I just came from college. I finished my A plus. Am I ready to do my job? Right? You have that mentality. Okay, maybe you can do that. But here it will clearly get that answer that either you can do it or you can't do it. Right? So please start with this, and then we are there to help you step by step, because everybody's unique, right? You got resume, people can send that, but at least start from here, right? It makes our job very, very easy. Because
So let me say this to people. By the way, this is, you can't hear it right now, but this guy is actually talking. Well, Danish is talking for this guy. And then after he's done, these questions will pop up for you. And then you can go from there. Okay, so option yes and option no, it's gonna explain. I'm gonna hit the stop because you guys can't hear it anyway. So it's gonna ask you questions. Hey, have you done this? Have you done this? Yes. And then you go through. It's so helpful instead of like you coming in and being like, hey, like this is what, because it gets confusing for everybody. I think the other way around. This is like super easy method.
It just basically clearly tells you like, hey, I was missing all this stuff. Or you're gonna say, I know this stuff. So it tells you the answer right there. Do you know this stuff? Go ahead. Put your resume out there. I think you're ready. Or if you look at it and you're being asked these questions like, wow, I don't even know what you're talking about. Ticketing system, what the hell is that? Right? Now you need to come back. Okay, now we need to work on you a little bit, right? So this is where you start that process and things gets very easy for us to guide you, because we want to guide you properly. That's what we want. Then either you go from JavaScript share videos, you go for KevTech videos, and then we take you on the flyer, but then you're like with us and we're like, you're like this roller coaster, and we're just taking you left and right. Don't worry about it, because you're with us then, right? In this whole thing.
Right.
So it makes the life of our life easy, and it makes your life easy, because you get to know things like that very quickly.
Oh, can I say, I need to do 2 more things, sorry. So for the voice channels, down here is deafen. So when you hit deafen, that means you're not going to be able to hear the other people. So it's kind of like it mutes the other people. So if you do join a voice channel and you can't hear anyone, make sure that this is not, there's not a red thingy on it, or the X'd out. And then this is mute and unmute, and I think you guys know what that is. The other thing I wanted to say is, how do you check where the new notification is, right? Because there's so many channels, like, who's going to type in what? So I'm going to go to KevTech's channel here, and I'm going to see right next to YouTube content, there's like a video, right? Level, like it's, do you see how it's like white instead of grayed out? So that's how you do it.
Awesome.
And I think that's all for Discord.
All right, and we did today 9:30 to 12, and I said I'm gonna finish this in 40 minutes. So anybody have a question?
Hello, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
How do you pronounce your name?
Balopi.
Yep. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm actually a newbie, and I've been following the community for over 3 weeks now. It's over a month now. I've gone through the Active Directory videos, and believe me, I've learned so much, in a very short while. And but the problem I had was I had an interview that was a few days back, and it was related to Active Directory and SQL servers. So I actually failed. I felt like I didn't do enough, but at the same time, it was a virtual interview. I had on-site assessment, which I actually passed, the test and everything. But then I was scheduled for the virtual interview, and then I kind of failed. But I was really like killing myself because I was actually letting them know if I had a computer with me. I mean, I can literally do whatever it is they hacks of me. But then I just felt defeated, kind of, and I was really itching to kind of like communicate with you. Probably I need something. I don't know. Probably I just need something to a word to probably just all due to your experience, you can just maybe put me in the right order or something. So because I'm actually having another interview very soon. I already did the on-site assessment and I passed. The previous one was Dynamics CRM, and this other one is Dynamics ERP. So I actually really don't. I'm just hoping I can get the job. So I don't know. I don't know what word of advice you probably have, or what you probably tell me to look into further. I don't know.
What is the job title that you're going for right now? What's the job title?
Okay, yeah, it's a software support engineer.
And you're going to be supporting CRM and CRP.
Yes.
Now, what does CRP stand for?
No, that's ERP.
ERP. Okay.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. This is a total different side of IT, right? You do know
Okay.
that that's not when you're talking about CRMs and ERPs, these are applications out there, right? So the
Yeah.
CRM is basically the customer service, like you get the customers, you get the clients, and you get this automation going on in that specific system. It could be $1 million system, it could be a cheaper system, but that's a total different ball game right there, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
so you're pretty much involved in what that software skills has to be. Now, in that case, of course, this community would be more focused on the infrastructure side of IT, like IT support, sysadmin, network engineers, security. These are the infrastructure guys, right? So
Okay.
we work with the CRM people who may be having their own title, like for example, software support for CRM or specialist. They want to call you whatever they want to call you, right?
Yeah.
But that's going to be a total different career than what we do over here. So you do need to know, of course, about Active Directory at the basic level. You probably definitely need to know about SQL in there, because you got to be CRMers are always using some type of SQL, right? Or some type of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you
Yes.
definitely need to know, if you're really much interested in that job, then of course you definitely need to know the basics of fundamentals of SQL. That's just fundamental. Then how that CRM works, of course, you need to know that specific application. So I don't know what they're using. Every company uses different type of CRM or CMS type of systems, right? So it's very hard for us to give you any good advice, because that's just not our side of thing over here. And I don't want to give you anything like out of blue right here. Like I know I use, as a platform owner, we use CMS systems, we have CRM systems, but those people who work with us are not IT people. They're like specialists in these CRMs, right? They have to know their stuff. They have to even know some basics of coding as well, to HTML stuff. Because when they send out an email to clients, they gotta make sure that they know the code of HTML to fix things. So
Yeah.
you gotta understand maybe what part of support you're providing in CRM, because they have modules then, right? So one module could be for accounting, one module could be for finance and different things. So to be honest, you have to see the description, you have to see that company, what they're using, and then based on that, you should tackle that if you really want that job. But this community is specifically focusing on IT support, getting into IT, Active Directory, user troubleshootings, fixing application issues, not application running on a system, right? Or then sysadmin level, where you have web servers running, and then you need to become a person who needs to manage servers, right? So that's a different level right there. Then networking, switches, routers, connections between these two devices, and all that kind of stuff. Security, you know, managing vulnerability, PCI scanning, all that kind of stuff. Then that's what we do in this platform. So
Okay.
I'm not sure if there's anybody else that can really help you in this whole panel right now. Is there anybody else that knows this stuff more than my knowledge is what I deal with right now? So
Yeah, I know about software, but I don't know about the software support side. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, neither do I. Kev? No.
Yeah, thank you, Danish. But then, you know, most of what you said are, you know, they are related to the skills required. I mean, and the company is into the softwares they use are Microsoft, you know, Microsoft M365, and sometimes Azure and Microsoft servers. So it's all related to.
So the CRM,
Microsoft.
the CRM could be working on Azure. It could be built on Azure. So you have to then get into Azure to actually troubleshoot stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that they could be using the SQL on Azure. It could be using the app services on Azure. So it could be many things, to be honest. You do need to, you do need to know this stuff. But when you're in the software support, you're not like doing it as like a sysadmin type of stuff. You may have a certain level of access, but you may not have the infrastructure access, right? You see where I'm going, right? So of course, this is where things can get extreme detail, and then there could be titles popping up right now. But that's, like I said, that's two different sides for what we do. And even if we teach Azure, that's going to be what a sysadmin knows, or a person who does administration on Azure. But that doesn't mean this skill is going to really help you with the software side of Azure. So that's totally different areas right now.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, thanks so much. But then I'll be hanging around, because I mean, you've really the community has really helped my knowledge about Active Directory, because I literally knew nothing about AD. It was all, I mean, I was searching Google and YouTube, you know, trying to comprehend until I came across, you know, your videos and, you know, the old practicals and all that. I mean, it was mind blowing. Like, I can literally write a book about Active Directory right now. But then it's really, I mean, I love what you do with the rest of the community. Yes, thanks so much. I mean, for at least, broaden my knowledge about Active Directory. It's really impressive.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah,
If we have something like that in future where we can get into this type of stuff, I'm sure we will just announce it, and hopefully we'll get into it. It's just that at this point, our focus is totally the entry levels and how they want to grow into this infrastructure side of it. So it's a big taking, by the way. So it's a big thing.
Yeah, sure.
So, but
Yes,
still,
sir.
it does help you. The basis, like we say, Active Directory, it's being used everywhere. You know, even in security, you need to know Active Directory pretty well.
Yeah. I'm part of the community already. I already joined the Discord on YouTube. So I already turned on the notification. I'm watching out for whatever videos that I know they can actually help me, you know, with the whole role I'm going for. I also joined Kev Tech also. So I'm just watching out for you guys, and that's it.
Thank you, sir, for coming here and sharing that. That's definitely good to hear. We see different type of people coming into this community. Thank you.
Sorry.
Is there anyone else? Steven, you want to? Yeah.
I have two questions for you, Danish. And maybe you can answer this. They're actually about switches. First question is power over Ethernet. Where does the power come from? Does it come from the actual power supplies that are inside the actual switch? Is that what actually supplies the wattage to the ports? You know where that would come from?
No. I mean, I know the answer, but I don't know the exact answer. So I'm definitely. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, because it has to come from the Ethernet first to get that power going on right into the switch. But I don't know exactly how
What supplies power?
Yeah, like I don't know the exact
Okay.
well, how do you say that in English? Terminology, or
Right. Yeah.
how does it go electrically goes in there to that last piece? So maybe someone who's a network engineer can help us.
And then the second question, have you ever seen this where, let's just, today we plugged in a network cable into the switch. The light lit up on the port.
Okay.
When we took out the actual network cable, the light was still on. The network operations guy that was on the phone was going, is this still connected? I'm like, the light is still blinking, but nothing's connected to it. He goes, I can see a phone that is still connected to it. I'm like, why is the light still blinking and nothing's on it? And the one guy assigned me, he goes, probably, the actual port is damaged. Have you ever seen that from a switch, from a Cisco switch?
No, I have never seen anything like that.
Now, I've seen it today live. I was like, what?
I'm sure it's got to be something, either when you take it out and something got screwed up, that it's using a different signal from a different port or something. I guess I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
So, but
By the way,
I'm just assuming that right now. So I haven't seen it.
I got a little segment here I found on PoE.
Okay.
It says, because electrical current flows in a loop, two conductors are required to deliver power over a cable. PoE treats each pair as a single conductor and can use either two data pairs or the two spare pairs to carry electrical current. PoE is injected onto the cable at a voltage between 44 and 57 volts DC, and typically 48 volts is used. And its relatively high voltage allows efficient power transfer along the cable while still being low enough to be regarded as safe.
I still don't get the terminology, by the way.
Well, if I can add something
Yes,
regarding
please.
to this, I'm not sure I'm a newbie too, but I read something related to this as
You have
well.
a pretty cool outfit. That's pretty cool, man.
Thank you for that. Yeah, so I read there is a device called injector, which they use specifically for
injector?
the yeah, and that device actually have some sort of electrical connections to the board from where they get the power source, and then they convert that power to either 48 to 57 volts in between, and then they transfer it to the cable. And then through this cable, along with the network connection, the electrical power goes as well, and then turns the device on wherever the the electrical connection was needed.
Yeah,
Does it mostly work on the watts or the volts?
Volts.
Turn the
Volts.
Is it watts to turn it? Is it watts though to turn to get power to the phones, stuff like that, until the?
Because watts is
power.
It is power. Yeah, it's volts times the current.
When we discussing about, I comes from electronics background, so yeah. So when we talking about the current, then it's most of the cases we are discussing about the voltage, because that is required to run a current, right? Because potential difference is something required to activate the flow of the electrons from one point to the other.
Okay.
So yeah.
So maybe there's something that we should ask Dev, if you guys know. So because a lot of the people are putting, what's the difference between the injector? So is this something different that every switch have, or like?
No, because the injector is a separate device.
It's a separate device. Got it.
It's like if you have an old switch that doesn't have PoE.
You see my confusion, right? I don't know this, like, where I couldn't comprehend. My Ethernet got the power, but where does it go?
Think of it this way, Donish. If you have a phone or you have a switch that doesn't have power over Ethernet, you can set up like an IP phone on a wall, plug it into the wall, or not even plug it into the wall. Well, you would have to plug in the actual power injector. So you have this injector on the end. You plug the network cable into there. Then the other side comes out and goes into the phone. But then that power injector you plug into the wall, and that will supply power to it. Like,
so it gotta be both ways then.
Yeah.
So okay.
Sometimes it's cheaper if you only need like one port with power or Ethernet. You don't need the entire switch to be power over Ethernet. It's much cheaper just got an injector.
Also, too, well, third question with this. You know the mode buttons on the switches? And you've probably seen them, right, Donish, right? The mode buttons. When I was cycling through this 24-port Cisco switch,
I got to the power over Ethernet,
Okay.
and no lights came on the ports. So my mind went to, okay, the only lights that are going to come on are the Cisco IP phones and the access points, because those will be supplying the power to those devices. If it's a computer, the lights will not come on because it's not using the PoE to those devices. But on this 24 port, when I got to that mode with PoE only, all the lights were off. So I think this switch is damaged.
Well, no, they did game all lights on first, because it has to do what's that post test? What do you call those things, guys, in networking?
Yeah, but
so it comes on to tell you, is it working, right? It goes to this step 1, restarting the boot image and all that kind of stuff, and it gets to the point where it says everything before the image actually is going to say that all the devices are working correctly, like all the hardware side of it. So those are the lights. And did it came all the way on and then went off, or
like when you press the mode button, you got what? Status, PoE,
yeah,
stack,
and then there's the last one too.
Some other one I can't think of. But when I got to the PoE section only, all the lights on the 24 ports were not on. So in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, like this switch, there's something wrong with the PoE, because I had 2 phones that were dead. Plus, I don't know if any access points were hooked up, but I got like 3 tickets saying these phones were dead. And I'm like, well, as I'm cycling through, I'm talking to the guy from, HCL. I'm like, listen, guys, I don't see any lights on. And they're like, well, that's kind of weird. I'm like, do you see anything on the back end when you guys look at it?
And those phones were connected to it.
Yes.
Okay, so when it came up, was any other thing working on that switch?
Only the computers only like desktops that don't use PoE were.
Was it blinking? Lit. Was it anything? Any data being flowing through that switch?
Yes.
Was that okay?
Yes,
so that
data was flowing, but when I was cycling through the modes, when I got to the PoE, all the lights went off, and I was like, well, then we got some phones that probably are not supplying power. And once we moved it up to the 48 port switch on top, boom, and I went and I was cycling through. You could see the PoE light stay on green, because it was actually supplying power now through the cable. But that other port, that other switch, I think because we actually had a power outage this past weekend and on Sunday. And I believe what happened is that probably once the commercial power kicked back on, you probably had that double jolt, whatever it is, a boom, boom, and it probably damaged.
And it's being verified inside the CLI to make sure it's not down.
It's what he's seeing on the other end. He says,
because if it's administratively down, it's not going to show you any light.
I think it has to be up.
He said it was up, and he said it was up, and I'm like, I told him, I said, I'm moding through here, and I'm seeing with my own eyes the lights are not on. He goes, well, it shows that they're on. I'm like,
I mean, is he in a different switch? Because
no, you know what it is. If there's data and there's no power, then probably is what you're saying. The power delivery system probably got damaged from the outage. So because that's the only thing that makes sense. That probably is not able to provide now the same amount of power to power the phone. So maybe what you could do is if you have an injector laying around, try to keep it on a non-PoE, right, non-PoE port or whatever, and then see if with the injector the phone comes on, and it's connected to the same switch.
Yeah, I'll be curious just to ask them can you guys send us the config for this switch, Would they do that? I don't know. Yeah, I feel like
I don't know, because this switch apparently connects.
Not us, of course. You at least you can see
this switch apparently
confirm it.
Again with the cable management there, as far as
and it does happen. By the way, it does happen because I had recently, because like I said, I've been not working in networking since I left the last company, which is 6+ years, right?
No.
So if you think about it, now when I was looking at one of the help desk calls, this whole storm thing happened. Somebody was like, they were going back and forth, and the help desk guys were like, oh, on the first floor, the first part of the switch is dead. Like we cannot do anything. Mm-hmm. And the other guys who were like working with them, they were telling them, hey, yeah, get into the switch. I can't see it's coming up or something like that. So can that happen? I think that Yeah, definitely.
I guess, right? It must.
Yeah.
All right.
We have a switch that was taken down, and none of the ports appear. Not a single port appears in the
Wow.
CLI at all. So all kinds of crazy stuff happen with these switches now.
That's good stuff. So, does anybody have anything else to say before we go?
Good night.
Kev, take one and dance.
Go.
All right, guys. I think this was a pretty large, big session, and
Thanks for the information.
thank you, Philip. And anybody who have a question, we're gonna go back to the community.
Quick question.
Yes.
You said there was a free lab on Skillshare, but
lab
free practice lab for Active Directory. Are they intensive training on Active Directory? I usually follow all your courses, but I kind of a little bit having problem on my resume on interview. I've been like studying a few of them, but I really want some like intensive training before going for my entry level positions. Because since I came to the country, then I've been going to school, but I have not get any experience in the IT field, but I kind of more fluent in that. Because when I'm back home, that's what I was doing. I was doing desktop publishings, and I was more I'm more like my passions were more in the computer, and I know much about it. Yeah, so I did had got a graphic. I did intensive training in graphic. I'm on graphic artists too, but when I
So
came,
you want to basically now practice hands-on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, when did you watch? Which course did you watch in Active Directory? Was that an old course? Because Microsoft used to provide a free 30 minutes long lab with a domain controller, and they are taken down basically. So that was
the
like
one that you talk about on the job Skillshare.
Okay, so if it's a JavaScript share free Active Directory course, that might be a very old video, probably like 4 years ago, right?
Okay, you were talking lab because I was looking at the lab that you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if it's a new one, we don't have any free labs to give it to people to practice. So you either have to create your own virtual box.
Yeah, I did that. Created my virtual box.
And or the second method is, of course, that's paid and expensive, the premium membership, which gives you full labs and you practice on your own, doing all that stuff. Hi-Fi is actually a premium member. So she, like that kind of people can actually go in there and look at the task. There are videos we're creating, and then on the systems, you can actually perform all that things, whatever you want to learn. You can learn servers, SQL, security, whatever you want to learn for 1 year. So you have that access. But we don't have, at this point, fortunately, we don't have any free compute power to give.
Okay. I know, no problem. But if anyway, okay, we're keeping in touch. So for me to, we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, sure, definitely come in the community, and if you need some kind of help with a setup or something, just drop it down or show your screenshots and stuff like that. We can definitely help you with that.
Yeah, I need to help with training before going for interview. You know,
and that's something that's covered very heavily. We have the training. You just have to make sure you follow it in a sequential mode and not jump around left and right. Just like one course, second course, third course, those are designed that way, so you get better.
Do I have to pay for that?
To this? No. So we have, like I say, we have very big free program which people have done and became IT people, by the way. 300 plus hours, and Afaifa and Abdul is actually working on it to make it more interactive and make it a little easier for people to follow. They're working on that right now, but the program is available for you. So all you got to do is to type jobskillshare.org/free. I'll put it in the chat right now, so people, if you guys are watching, I'll just put it in the YouTube chat here. If you're watching the YouTube chat, https jobskillshare.org/free, and you just log into the website and just start with step 1 course, step 2, step 3, step 4. By step 5 and by step 6, you're level 1.
Okay.
You're already there. You should be applying, by the way.
All right. Thank you.
and you have
But
to
make sure you log in first and then click the link, right?
Yeah, you log in first, then press the link. Yeah. Right.
Okay.
All right. So
And my resume too is not good. It's not actually good because I was doing different job going to school.
you have to submit resume in the community. So it's a community thing. Like we don't do direct resume fixing for anybody, even premium members.
Okay.
You have to come back to the community. You have to send it over there, and then basically we check your resume all together. So whoever's available, we are all very active, by the way. If it's in a CavTech channel, somebody posted, he just tagged me. I go in there, look at it. If it's my channel and I feel like I want to bring him, I'll just tag him. You know, so we work with each other.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
All right. So thank you guys for joining. It's too late right now. Let's just keep our more questions to the Discord community. We'll help you over there, or just join us again. I want to see more people on the hot seat. It's so much fun. And thank you so much. Thank you for the people who are in the Zoom today. Stevens, Kevin, all these VIPs. They're always like, we really want to say thank you to them. They're not getting paid from JobSkillShare, by the way. they're here on their own passion to help people. That's it. This is the thing about that. So KevTech is like, man. All right, Kev, everybody, thank you so much. And all the new people who joined today, I really want to welcome you guys, like Dave, Sharma, and so many new people that joined us today. I really want to thank you guys for being with us today. So I want to see you guys more in this community. Okay, so take care.
Thank you, Danish.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Sandra, for the help. Thank you, Abdul. Thank you for everyone who helped.
Thank you.
Good night.
This video will
Bye,
be
Danish.
on YouTube. Take care. Good night.
Night.